Hey guys, hey. Jay Evans.
It's a miracle.
If y'all don't know, when I have both of my co-hosts together, when I have both of my co-host and my JM are in the room at the same time, I don't know how to act, y'all. Okay, I'm just gonna tell y'all right now. If I have David Sanchez and JM at the same time in the building, I show out. So welcome. How are you guys doing? My name is Raquel May David. Hey, Dominique, welcome to the room, my love. Zoom user, I am so sorry I do not have your. Hey, bro. Dominique, like, hey, but I ain't really here. Hey. Look, hey, I need you to be here loud, and in color, hunty. Okay? Engage with me. This only works
Okay.
if you work. Okay?
Okay. I didn't know if it was a lot and I didn't want to be like talking over people and stuff like that. This is my first time in here.
Listen here. Okay, so welcome. Look, let me start out with a good old welcome. Okay.
Thank
Today
you.
I'm wearing Desiree. Okay, so she gonna act right.
Okay.
So everyone that's new, I'm not quite sure if the Zoom user is new or not. I do normally give the first 5 to 10 minutes to kind of get to know each other, ask questions, and open the floor. Let me start sharing my screen because I like y'all to get the details of why you are here and what we're getting into. But y'all, if y'all don't know, I have an amazing team over here at Dispute Panda. So not only is our customer service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, okay? We also have my co-host David Sanchez helping me out in the chat and my moderator JM, who is the beast of the credit streets when he is working with the back office. Okay, so if y'all need to know something and Rocky doesn't know it, if y'all wondering who Rocky is, that is me. Okay. If Rocky doesn't know it, David and JM are the ones that's going to help me out. Okay. So, my goal here is to teach you guys about the world's most advanced and effective AI credit repair software. Now, normally, the first 10 minutes or so, I open the floor because I need to know, like, are y'all in the community? Have y'all already done letters? Have you downloaded the software? Like, I need these because depending on how advanced you guys are, will depend on how the conversation flows once we get into the software. Does that make sense? Make sense? All right.
Yeah.
So, Dominique, since you are the person that is coming off and coming into the room, hunty,
Put me
where
on
are
blast.
you in the Panda journey? Did you already download the software? Have you already sent out around the letters? Give it to me. What's going on?
So I've downloaded the software and I watched the training videos and modules to understand what's going on, but I haven't sent out any letters because I'm scared.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love that. She said, I'm scared.
I'm scared because I'm like, ooh, what if I mess something up? But the way the videos showed me that I couldn't. So I watched the videos to gather an understanding on how it works. So I got the concept. I just want to, and I seen the little flow chart that's at the end of the video on how to attack. So I watched that too, but I'm still scared. So I'm just scared.
So number one, the song goes, "We ain't never scared. What? We ain't never scared." that's how the song goes out there. So for y'all that don't know, pull up some Little John. Okay. I don't know who he's saying that song with. That's not the point. I'm old. I got vintage brain. Okay. But we are never scared over here. So let me tell you something.
Okay.
I'm going to show you. So the reason why I love Dispute Panda, y'all. So back up. I've been doing credit repair on and off for 19 years. If I had this software 19 years ago, you couldn't tell me Nathaniel Bartholomew Johnson Jones anything. You understand me? Nothing. Because this software not only gives you a tutorial on to how to use the platform, this software literally gives you a guide on what letters you need to pull, and it gives you a tutorial. So for those of you guys that are coming into the room, welcome. Welcome. This is my microphone. Welcome. Okay. I do have a microphone. I be acting up, y'all. I do have a microphone here and I would use it, but see what happened was I ain't charge it. So so I'm hoping that this speaker this wonderful speaker, okay, is dipping and doing and giving y'all the glory of talking to me, okay? But Dispute Panda is really here to help those that are new, that have the software, that are looking to simplify and get started with fixing their credit right away. So if you have a situation where you want to be able to learn, but right now you want to be able to fix what you have, the software is giving you step by step what letters you're sending out, who you're sending it out to, and then you're able to come in and actually talk to someone about the platform if you have questions, concerns, or comments. Okay. So I don't want you to feel scared at all, Dominique. Today, if you are by your computer, I want you to pull it up and we are going to get round one done. That is the goal for Dominique. So for the Zoom user and for Mr. Tucker, welcome to the room. You got your laptop up? Okay, it looked like she working. So go ahead. Don't you worry about all that. I got you. Secure the bag now. Secure the bag. Mr. Tucker, welcome to the room. I'm not quite sure if you're new or seasoned. Definitely let me know if you have the Dispute Panda platform or if this is your first time meeting with us. I like to show you guys the community. Hey, so Mr. Tucker, talk to me. What's going on? Where are you in the process?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, so I'm new to this community. I just got an email. I've been getting emails from you guys for like, I don't know, a couple months now.
Okay.
And I'm just kind of checking it out. But I've already basically cleaned up my credit report and I just wanted to know what this service was. I got it through a course. This guy recommended it and basically I already cleaned up my credit. But I want to know what you guys offer as well.
So Dispute Panda is a software. So first of all, thank you so much for coming in. And the fact that you have cleaned up your credit, I want to definitely applaud you for doing that.
Mhm.
Dispute Panda is basically a software that allows you to help other people repair their credit, or if you needed help with fixing your credit, this is the platform to go ahead and do so. So with the Dispute Panda software, we have curated letters that have been beta tested. It has been sampled. It's been approved. We know things are dipping and doing, right? But this is a software if you're looking to get into the credit repair space and you want to help yourself, your family, or you want to do it as a business, that's what this software does. So this particular class on Mondays and Wednesdays is for the free version of Dispute Panda. And we go over onboarding, loading your first client, and sending out your first round of letters on this
Cool.
call. Okay.
Yep.
So you haven't gotten the software, you just ended up like you have
No.
the software, but you haven't used the software. Is that correct?
I don't even think I have the software. I think I signed up for it, but that's where I stopped.
That's where you stopped. Okay. Do you plan on doing credit repair?
Yeah, of course, in the future.
Okay,
I
cool,
just
cool,
want to,
cool.
because I remember like how freaking, hard it was, like to send all these damn things in and then get, replies and then redo the process. I just want it to be automated. So that's why I'm interested in this.
Awesome. So yeah, with us, we give you a flow. So the only thing that you have to do is click a button. I want to say when I checked last time, it's like 4 buttons, 4 to 5 buttons that you're clicking in the system to send out letters every single month. And on this call, we go over how you are able to go ahead and what's the version I'm looking for? We go over how you're able to do that for free every single month for your client. So
Mhm.
I like to talk drip money. So we talk drip money, which is, consistent income that just passively comes to you. We talk how to use a system and we talk how you use a system totally free because the system itself is free. But if you're using other credit monitoring softwares, you have to pay $17 a month per round. But if you are using one of the softwares that I'm going to talk to you guys about, you get a free pull and a free attack round every 35 days. So we're going to cover that.
Okay.
But if you have any questions, you can raise your hand. I normally break into segments and allow for everyone to be able to speak and be able to kind of like dip and do. So I'm so thankful that you are here today. Shout out to Miss Ross. Miss Ross, I saw the message you were tardy. The recordings are located on YouTube, so you get to see my shenanigans when I was dancing earlier because my mod is here today with David. Okay. Up, and they just dropped it in the chat. Look at God. Just answer. Come, JM. JM. Come here, big friend. JM showed up in the building. So if you guys are in the chat, the YouTube link is in the chat. And also, if you guys are in the community, you can watch the replay. You just log in and you click on Dispute Panda Live as I'm showing you, and you are able to catch all of the replays and get to see all my antics, even when I'm sick. Okay. It is what it is. I'm sorry, y'all. All right. So with that being said, if you guys, oh, and we just dropped the community in the chat. So if you guys have the Dispute Panda, you are able to go ahead and join the community. I know you guys have it because y'all are here. Let's get into it. Okay. So I think we're right. We're right at 11 minutes after the hour. We have a small group today. So I want to kind of get through a lot before we start. But Miss Ross, do you already have the Dispute Panda software literally logged in, and have you sent out a round of letters as of yet, or are you still processing? You can drop it in the chat or you can come off mute, whichever one is
Hi
feasible.
there.
Hey,
So I
love.
do. Hi. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I actually do have the application, the app, but I think I was just a bit overwhelmed. And
Okay.
this is a new area for me, so I wanted to jump on tonight just to kind of get some more information, to take that next step.
Gotcha. So I'm so excited you're here. Miss Dominique said earlier that she's scared. And honey, my job is after this call, you should not be scared, and you should have one round of letters ready to go. Okay. So my job is to answer any questions you have on the platform. I'm going to go through, break down pricing structure. We're going to go through the training, how you can contact customer service, and then we are going to load a person in the system in real time, y'all. So if you guys are a little bit apprehensive, if you are by your computer, I would hope that you're doing this along with me. So if you have questions in real time, I can answer them for you now. We are here every Monday and every Wednesday. Did you have a question, Miss Dominique?
Oh no, I was just gonna let you know that I was agreeing with you and letting
See,
you know
I
I was
appreciate it.
engaged. I'm
Come
at
on.
work, but I'm all ears. So
Okay, that's all I can ask for. I appreciate. Listen, I
okay.
appreciate you splitting your time with me, and we gonna act like we didn't hit. She in at work. She just dipping and doing out here, y'all. Don't worry about it. I think it's Miss Brooks. Miss Brooks, do you have the Dispute Panda software? Are you already in the Dispute Panda community, and have you sent out your first round of letters?
I just signed up for an account. I have not sent out my first letters yet.
Okay, no problem. So we're gonna go through it together. Hold on. Somebody messaged me, honey. I feel special. Let me go ahead and go back to home. All right, so we're gonna go through. The link is in the chat if you guys need to sign up for the community. I'm going to start off with the homepage at disputepanda.com. So, as I stated in the beginning, this is the world's most advanced, effective AI software. One of the things that I like to explain is that we are leveraging the Dispute Panda along with the Credit Dyno monitoring service. You get a lot of perks. And one of them is that the systems are made to like be together, I guess is the best way that I can use the verbiage. They're meant for each other. So the data points, all of the information in the coding on the back end is integrated in the Dispute Panda software. So it makes where when the system is writing your letters and tracking what has happened from month to month, it's a lot more seamless because the algorithm is saying this is what worked, this is what didn't work, this is what was helpful, this is what was not helpful, right? So this is why on these calls, I go over the Credit Dyno credit monitoring, as well as the fact that it gives you a free round of disputes. I'm going to go through all of the perks with the Credit Dyno monitoring a little bit later, but I wanted to tell you that since I have been using this software for me, along with having the conversation of what the importance are on the back end for credit repair for our clients, it has been completely seamless for me to get my letters generated and sent out. So I'm going to go and click on the first option, which is pricing, because I like to get into the nitty-gritty and talk about the stuff. Okay, I'm talking about it in my Wendy Williams voice. I'm talking about it. Let me minimize these screens that I got over here because I'm doing too much. Okay, cool. So we're gonna minimize this because I don't need it. All right, so Credit Dyno is a 100% pay-as-you-go credit repair system. It's free to sign up, and you are able to basically have a storage center for all of your clients. So what that means is that when your clients come in, whether you're dealing for yourself or you're dealing with, you know, for your cousins, your family, you have one space where you can load all of their information in, you can upload their IDs, and you are good to go with month-to-month usage, but you don't have to pay for a client relationship or a customer relationship platform, because if you're just doing this as an entity by yourself, you can literally just keep the free platforms. I am going to show you what the benefits are to the pro in a moment, and a lot of them I'm going to show once we get into the platform. But if you upgrade to pro, it is $197 per month. Right now, we have a special that for 14 days, you only pay $1. The benefits that you get with Pro is you go from being an entity by yourself to where you now have a dedicated client or secured client portal. So now you can email your clients, you can have payment forms, you can upload or integrate your merchant service provider. It gives you a lot more additives when you go to the Pro feature. Also, when you have the Pro, hey, Miss Jackson, when you have the Pro, you actually have the ability to send letters to not only the credit bureaus, but the creditors themselves to be more aggressive when you're disputing, if you're leveraging Dispute Panda and Credit Dyno at the same time. So I want to take a quick break and just say welcome, Lily, welcome, Carlos, welcome, Miss Jackson. I'm so happy you guys are here today. Just going over the pricing point, and then we're going to dive into some really cool features, okay? So one of the things that are notated, and I did state this earlier, but since we have some new people in the room, I want you guys to know the business. One of the things that I'm going to go over are the pricing, the training, and the contact. The other stuff I'm going to go into once we are physically in the software, because I like you guys to see what I'm talking about. Like I like, you know, like when you in the kitchen, you don't want to just see the food, you want to taste the food while you're cooking it. It's the same thing. We cooking up a whole nice way of disputing credit right now, and I want you guys to be able to taste, see, and get all the good goods while we're going through, okay? So the pricing structure, free platform, it does not give you any client access. You don't have any integrations. You do not have a safe, secure client portal. You do not have access to have your clients upload their own documents. If you upload to the Pro version, you get all of those wonderful things I listed. Plus, if you're using Credit Dyno as your credit monitoring software, you also get the ability to get the creditor letters generated with the dispute round, including the 3 bureau dispute letters, okay? The next tab I'm going to review is a training tab. So one thing that I loved, I know Dominique said at the top of the call that she downloaded the guide, she watched the video, and she is ready to go, just a little apprehensive. So our job today, guys, while we're in here dipping and doing it, our job today is to truly get Dominique ready to go. Hey, babe. Dominique ready to go with credit repair. With credit repair and get her letters out today. So that's my job. That's my goal. That's what we hustling for today. And anyone else that had not sent out a round of letters, I want you to, when we break for Q&A, Please bring whatever questions. Tell me what your apprehensions are, because I want to get you over the hump into the other side of good credit, right? So on the training tab, as soon as you click on this download, free download, it will open up a guide for you. So if you have never touched credit, you don't know what to do or where to start, we gave you the cheat sheet. Hope that wasn't a cuss word.
Where was that again?
So when you click on the training tab, at the very top, it says free download.
Okay, thank you.
When you click on the free download, it literally opens up the guide for you. So Dominique says, so I'm afraid of messing something up, but it seems the AI does everything for you. So you do not write these letters, okay? When you get more seasoned and as you go through, if you get certified or you take other credit repair classes and you get letters and things of that nature, and you want to, and you have a little bit more seasoning behind you, you can go ahead and do different flows. If you're like me, I'm gonna talk about me. I ain't gonna talk about anybody else. I'm talking about me. I have, like, for me and my husband's file, I have literally, is this guy different than the book? What book are you talking about, Lily? I'm not quite sure what book you're talking about, babes. So if you can come off of mute, that'd be great. If not, drop it in the chat. I'll be happy to read it. But this gives you the flow that you need to start disputing right now. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. If I have, like, my cousin who's not paying full price, but getting her credit repair done, there have been times that I will try different flows. I will try different tactics. However, I track what was removed in order to get done because I know how the letters are created and why I'm picking each letter, right? But if you guys are looking to get started right now and don't want to do the research or see what the tracking looks like, you have a specific guide on not how to just dispute with the credit bureaus, but how to dispute with the third-party creditors as well. And it tells you when to variate from handwritten to non-handwritten. And if you guys are a little bit more seasoned, because remember, this platform is for multiple business owners, from the new ones to the more seasoned. If you are doing CFPB complaints, it gives you the flow as to when you should be doing the CFPB complaint. So this training tab just doesn't give you videos on what you need to do. It gives you the sauce on how to get started today. Okay. Credit repair cheat codes that Save and Mike wrote where they talked about Dispute Panda being their product. And oh, Dave. Okay. Step by step how to repair credit repair with Dispute Panda. Okay. So Dispute Panda, there was a different guide before, so I know who you're talking about on YouTube. They did have a flow, and it used to be a red, blue, and green flow. The flow has changed and it has been updated. We can drop the old flow for you. The old flow still works. It's just that we were having a lot of people that were getting confused as to which flow to select. So because of that, we streamlined it and we made it go down to just one specific flow that everyone is able to use, whether you're dealing with bankruptcies, repos, charge-off, collections, whatever you might have on file. Okay, great question. Miss Jackson, you said you have a question about your round one. What question do you have, my love? My pleasure, Lily. Miss Jackson? If you can't come off of mute, drop. Okay.
Can you
Hey.
hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Oh, cool. Good. Hey, everybody. Yeah, so from my round one, I started getting letters last week, responses back.
Mhm.
And I got responses back from some of the actual creditors, saying something about your debt or whatever, and it's been charged off. So I sent a letter asking them for the 1099. Was that
Yep. So based on our coaching call that we went through, that was the step that we talked about in addition. As long
I
as
did
it
it
is
right?
over $600.
Yes, it's over 600.
Mhm.
So I sent I sent the 1099 letter.
Okay.
Also, well, there's more, but I don't want to take up too much time, so I'll just listen.
So let me
Well, I
say
have
this.
a
If you have questions about what we went through, the training class, the master class that you went to, and it's specifically about that flow, you would either have to save it for the workroom on Sunday, or you need to book a one-on-one, because that's outside of the Dispute Panda. You follow what I'm saying? Like the
I
Dispute
do.
Panda.
That's why I said I didn't want to
Yeah.
keep.
Yeah, no, it's fine. So if you have additional questions, we do have a Zoom class that's going to be open on Sunday. So on Sunday, you can jump on, bring your file, and as long as it's not too in depth, like it's just kind of reviewing what we went over with the masterclass, or if there's additional letters, I'll let you know what we got to do on
I'll
that.
book the one-on-one. I'll go to
No problem.
your website, right?
Yeah, and if you need me to drop the link, let me know. But yeah.
Nope. You know I got that link.
You do, girl. Okay, never mind. Sorry, y'all. We go together. Don't worry about me and Miss Jackson. She in the sauce. Okay.
Can
No,
I
it
chime
be
in
dou-
on that?
It'd be
Can I double
before
back on that question right there?
Yes. Yes.
So she had mentioned that she started receiving letters from the creditors.
Mhm.
When we do start receiving letters, that's what I'm concerned about. When we do start receiving letters after we send an attack, does the AI kind of tell us how to respond to those letters that we receive?
No.
Or is okay.
So no. So the AI, so the flow is only going to that's a great question. The flow is I sent this to the wrong person. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on.
And can you put your link in the thing for the one-on-one?
That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I got you.
Thank you.
I got you. So the system is only going to tell you systemically, this is what you do on day 1, this is what you do on day 35, this is what you do on day 70, like, and so on and so forth. It's giving you a full flow for the 12 months. If you are wanting coaching outside of, because a letter came back and you don't know what the response is to that letter, you can book a call with me. I did drop my link in the chat for you guys to book. And I'm still selling the replay to the masterclass that we did last month, but I have a 2-day masterclass challenge that is coming up in March. I will also drop that in the link if you guys want to do that. I signed up for Dispute Panda for myself and repairing my credit. I discharged from bankruptcy a year ago. Listening to this call, interest, hearing more to start a credit repair business. Yes, honey, I'm so happy that you are. Yes, I will drop the masterclass replay link. Give me 2 seconds. I got you. I have the replay link and I have the masterclass that's coming up on March 22nd. So I will drop both of them for you. So you guys will have accessibility for that as well. So just to answer your question, Ms. Dominique, I want to make sure that I answered it in totality. The answer is no, the system will not tell you how to respond to the letters that come from the creditors. That would have to be something that you can either book a one-on-one, or sometimes I do have open workrooms that I post in the community, so that you guys can come over and ask questions, since I'm the dedicated coach right now in the Dispute Panda platform. So that we can have a conversation as to how do you curate and answer this particular, process or step or whatever. But as far as processing credit and starting flow by flow and just the dispute process, that is the flow that Dispute Panda gives you out the gate. Great question. All right. Now my funnel's still being built, y'all. So don't y'all judge me. Okay. Don't y'all judge me when we
appreciate you. No judgments.
Listen, because I'm building. Okay, I'm building over here. I'm acting like I'm out here in these streets with a whole team. I got a team because I'm still in JM right now. What was I gonna say? So Carlos said, what do you go over on the one-on-one? So it depends on what your intentions are. So if you are looking to go over your own file within Dispute Panda, we can have a Dispute Panda call that goes over the profile. If you are coming with an actual file that you would like to work, that'd be fine. Will you go over each of my 5 clients' profile? So that would be a separate link. So shoot me an email because 5 clients is going to take longer than an hour. So I would have to invoice you differently. But we can go over all 5 of your clients, my love.
I
I got one more
Okay.
story that's funny.
What's
So,
that?
you know how I said, I just started a month ago, so I'm working on me and my family's credit, right?
Mhm.
Me and my son, daughter, daughter-in-law.
Mhm.
So a couple of my relatives, my aunt and my cousin reached out, they wanted me to help. I gave them the family rate,
Mhm.
right? Not fully understanding the comprehension of their file. Like it is nuts. It's nuts. And I don't know, like when you first started or when any of you guys first started and just say helping family, did you look at their file first before you quoted the family plan? Because this is nuts.
So here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you that in the beginning, I made a lot of mistakes, y'all. Like I started out at $24. People still didn't pay me on time. It was all types of things. Now I don't even, because I have several packages, I don't give a package price until I look at the client's profile.
I
I don't
know.
even have it on my website where people can sign up without having a conversation with me. And the reason being is people will sign up for what they feel that their pockets can afford,
Mhm.
wherein I would rather you have a dialogue with me and I explain to you why my tier 2 package is the best package for you. Because to your point, if I have someone that's coming to me and they have bankruptcy, now let's be clear, I'm a little bit more aggressive with my credit monitor, my credit repair. My credit repair is the 3 credit bureaus plus all the secondary bureaus that houses your information. So I charge what I charge because I know that you're not just getting letters from the 3 credit bureaus. You're not just getting letters from the creditors. If you have a bankruptcy, as you saw when we went through the masterclass, right? When
Mhm.
you have a bankruptcy, I'm checking all of those places where your bankruptcy is housed. I'm going through and looking at the collections and validating, is that collection debt collecting company authorized to collect in your state? So I'm doing work. I'm grinding out. So before I ever give you pricing, the first thing I do is look at your file because I need to understand, is this a simple, I'm coming in every single month and I'm only sending out regular rounds and I may have to do a couple of 1099s. That's a 1099 for me to complete is 5 minutes. You follow what I'm saying? But if you have bankruptcy, repos, evictions,
No,
no.
listen. When I book my after we're done with this call, I'm gonna go onto your website and book the call. Hopefully as soon as you're available, either tomorrow or so on. They don't have that on there. They have a bunch of credit card accounts and
Mhm.
things like I'm talking multiple. So when I did the round one, attack and then creditor and then static letter, right,
Mhm.
to the secondaries.
Mhm.
Man, I I haven't even mailed them yet because I think the mailing's gonna be somewhere in $60-70.
So here's how you offset that. Let's talk a pivot move. Give me 1 second. Replaying the
Okay.
community and
I was
um,
like, That's almost what I'm trying." I was
so here's what I will tell everyone. And I love y'all to life, but I want y'all to think of y'all business the same way the automotives, the airplane, all of them think about their business. So if you go in and after you've quoted the price, you see that there's more work that needs to be done, or you're seeing the pricing is not pricing, then you go back and let them know, listen, here are your options. I can keep you at the family rate where I generate the letters, I respond, I do all of that, but you have to mail it out. It's either you mail it out where you print out the letters, you do all of that thing, all of that stuff. Hold on. It's either you're mailing it out, you're doing everything, right? Or you're going to pay me more to compensate me not just for my time, but for the mail that's going to cost me. Does that make
Well,
sense? So that
no,
would
it
be the
makes
alternative.
complete sense. I
Yeah.
actually learned that was a learning moment for me when I generated those letters, looked at their report, because of course I looked at all the accounts, but it didn't click until I actually, you know, went to see how much the mailing would cost. So you know what I did?
What you
I
did.
went on Amazon and I bought a printout.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought some envelopes and some labels, and
Mhm.
it's still a task. Like, it's a lot.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is. That's why I paid my daughter to do it.
Okay, I'm paying my
There's one
granddaughter.
client that I had just so I would show y'all, but like I have a bunch of stuff in my office. But hold on. Because I like to be factual. Like I don't want y'all to think I'm lying. This right here is 2 clients.
Yikes.
This right here. I still have 4 more clients that are due to be printed and sent out on this week. So these letters are no joke. Now, again, if I am home, I normally print it out, I stamp it, I send it off. I also fax. So again, my pricing is pricing, and I don't feel like I'm that expensive because I know people that pay Lexington Law for one person $275, and all they're getting disputed is like minimal accounts, right? I'm attacking everything every single month that I possibly can attack, and you get the education with me. So you have to look at it from those lens, if that makes any sense. But Ms. Jackson, definitely one of the things that I would say is going forward, you don't give anyone a family discount without doing the consultation first. I will not give you a price until I see your file.
Lesson learned.
Ever. So put it in the bag, girl. It's all right. Hey, Dominique, did you have a question, my love?
Yes, I do. If someone has a lot on their profile, do you dispute, or is it possible to dispute everything at one time, or do you go about it in different ways at different times? You know what I'm saying? I know the little format kind of flows it for you, but it kind of looked like you could dispute everything at once. Is that a good idea or no?
It is a good idea because you have to understand that there are caps on the letters that are printed. So the way that it was before, which is why this client has so many letters. You follow what I'm saying? I have all of these letters because even like that particular client, one of the clients that are in there, they only have 20 accounts. It 20 seems like a lot, but it's really a lot because some letters only put 5 accounts or 7 accounts or 7 inquiries, right? So the letters are not, even though I'm disputing everything every single month, I'm not disputing everything on one letter, all 20 accounts. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's why the credit bureau will then say your attacks are frivolous. You're not doing that with Dispute Panda. So great question. Like y'all are on fire today. Come on, somebody. Lily in the chat said, so I have a question too. When I click mail them out and pay $26 for the certified mail, did the system send it, or is that just to generate and now I need to print the mail? So if you clicked mail out and the money came out of your bucket, whether it was certified or first class, we are sending the mail out. And I will show you in the system once I get in there where you can go and see if the mail actually went out and where you can track the information. However, if you do not pay for the letters to be mailed out, yes, how can we track it? Yeah, so I'll show you once I get into the platform. That's a great question. So any other questions before I jump into contacts? Y'all, I'm hungry. My stomach is touching my bag. And my husband came home with food. Okay, so just in case if y'all ever are concerned, I really do have a whole family here. So every now and then they'll come in, and if my eyes look away, just know I'm fussing with somebody in real time. Like, don't come in here, okay? Because life in this house with 4 children, well, 3 that are still at home and my husband. So with the contact tab, that is how you deal with customer service. Customer service is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you have questions about a specific file, my recommendation is to click the option, put the client's file in there, and then go ahead and request for support. One of the things that I always tell everyone to do when they are utilizing this software is I talk about my Loom account that I have. The reason that I talk about Loom, and I'm going to actually grab it and drop the link in the chat. I love Loom because Loom gives you the ability to have free videos that you can record up to 5-minute videos, and you can physically send the video. It gives you a nice little link, and you can drop the link. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. You could drop the link here. And then once the person on the other end actually watches the link, it gives you the ability to see that they have viewed it. So you will already be able to see if this person physically has, if this person has watched it, so you don't have to second guess whether or not your video has been reviewed. And it kind of gives you a pulse check to be like, okay, they reviewed it yesterday, 24 to 48 hours, I should be hearing back from someone, you can be expecting a response. So that is why I personally love the Loom video option. And I utilize it not only for like customer support help or my VAs or my daughter. I use it even with my clients. I've literally sent letters to them, sent messages to them and been like, hey, this is what your scores look like. This is what happened. You need to go ahead and look at this information. I've even sent out information. Verizon had a settlement that was happening. I did a whole video and I sent it out. It was under 5 minutes, and I was able to see all the people that clicked on the video option and was able to see who actually engaged with what I was doing and not just kind of like check the box, right? So wanted to go ahead and give you guys that info. If you have general questions, like you want to be a part of the testing team, you want to have partnership, you want to do press, you can literally click on those options and have accessibility to the back office to have it funnel through to who would be able to respond to you, okay? So this is just the contact center. If you have any questions, concerns, or comments, it is best for you to leverage them there, okay? And now I'm going to go to the sign up option. So Dispute Panda is a software where you can have the platform in your name, whether you are using this platform for yourself or you're using this for your business, you have the ability to leverage either way. Now, what I will tell you is if you're going to use this platform as a business owner and you are going to put yourself in as a client, you do need to have 2 separate emails in order to do so. So, I'm gonna put an email in there, y'all. Now, if you have a company, you can put the company name in there. If you don't, please do not fret. It is not going to be a problem. The system will automatically default that the company name is your name. And if you choose to turn this into a business, all you'd have to do is go into the system, and I'll show you where you guys can do that, and go ahead and update it, put the company name, the logo, all of the good things in there, okay? So, what? Did I use this name already? Let me use a different name. Boom. You see, it tells you somebody else been using the stuff. And I be making up names all the time, y'all. So just know it'll be me. So I like to sign up for any discounts, promos, because I'm a mom of 4. Did I mention that? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I like to get anything free, cheap, low 99. Okay. I like brand stuff, but I pay what I weigh when I need to. When I don't, give it to me. Okay. So I do sign up for that. It's completely up to you if you choose to. But once you get into the software, you do have the Dispute Panda agreement. This agreement should be read and reviewed. It explains how you are expected to do business with Panda, what you should expect of Panda, what Panda expects of you. Once you have that situated, it will actually take you into the main dashboard, and we're going to go over everything on the main page and down the side panels before we actually load a client in. All right. So on the main page, this black bar that pulls up is to verify the email. I'm not going to do that right now, but you'll still be able to work through the process. So if anyone is signing up in real time, do not fret. You will still be able to dip and do with me. Once you get into the system, it'll have a to-do list of rounds that need to get done, any missing documentations, and any upcoming birthdays. It will also have any reports that are accessible for your clients, which is just telling you what you need to review and pay attention to. And if you would like to upgrade to the pro version, you can simply click the upgrade. And as I stated before, it gives you the client access portal. It gives you payment forms, Zapier integration. So if you have an email sequence already ready, I think that's what I might give away in the next class. I think in the next class, I'm going to give away one email sequence. So you guys have some marketing material and education material that you can give to your clients. If anyone in here is planning to come to the masterclass next month, let me know if you guys would like an email sequence as a freebie so I can let my back office know that we're going to do that. All right. So Zapier integration, one-click import, as well as some shareable reports and a host of other things that we're going to review momentarily. And remember, I told you guys I was going to talk to y'all about that passive money, that drip money that comes in. So once you create the profile, you can click on become an affiliate with the Credit Dyno, and you can get upwards of $22 per person that signs up. So I want to clarify something. With Credit Dyno, they pay you out a flat $8 per client every single month that they stay with Credit Dyno. Once they sign up with the Credit Dyno, if you are wanting to switch from the $8 payout to the $22 payout, you would call Credit Dyno and you would change your packages so that you can get paid out more. But the price is the price. They're not changing that on you. There's not going to be any adjustments. You are paid $8 per client per month. Once you hit $100, the system will automatically pay you out for the month revenue from the month prior. The reason why I bring this up is because if you guys are in the credit repair space and may have a smart credit or all of the other credit monitoring softwares, their pricing is changed. I personally have been using smart credit as I was with before, and they are now taking away the $8.50 that I get paid, and I'm now getting paid $7 per client as long as they have the highest package. So they have tiered out payments. It's a little bit different. With Credit Dyno, it's a flat $8 unless you increase the packaging. Then you're able to get paid out more and up to $22 per client per month, right? One of the benefits that I like with Credit Dyno outside of the free rounds every 35 days is that I also get the ability to see my client's credit profile for up to the full 7 years. So with Smart Credit and Identity IQ and those other credit monitoring softwares, they only give you the 2-year window for you to see your client's profile. So if in the 2 years you're looking and it all shows on time, but it has derogatory or has late, you're not able to have a robust conversation with your client as to like, bro, I saw that you were late back here, and then educate them that that late is not affecting them right now because it only calculates for a 24-month window. So it kind of limits how much you can talk to the client about and have a robust conversation with. And that's why I like Credit Dyno versus the other credit monitoring. I get my $8 every month, nothing is changing. And of course, the systems speak to each other, so the integration be integrating. Okay, let go. So I definitely love that. So now if you're looking to get a client, you can search at the top icon bar. You do have to type in at least 3 characters to pull the client up, or you can click on the client tab. Once you click on the client tab, you can click active to see your active clients. You can click inactive to see your inactive clients. And if you are moving over from a different software, you can click import and upload a CSV file. Again, if you are having issues, don't fret, okay? Our back office will help you. You can literally take that CSV file, send it over to our info at Dispute Panda team, and they will go ahead and support you to import your clients as needed. And if you need to upload a client, the information is there. Okay. While you are on this platform, it will tell you everything from the client's name, what the status is, when you added them, what was the date of the last round, and what subscription plan that client may have. If you are looking for the letters, so Lily, I want to make I think it's Miss Lily. Please forgive me if it's Mr. Please forgive me. But Lily, here is where you would go. You can click on the letters and you would be able to see if the letters have been mailed. it will, and if you send it certified, it will have a tracking number on there. You are able in this system in real time to click on the tracking number and you can check the status of the certified mail. Quick pro tip. If you are using the system to mail out your letters, if the letters went out Monday through Friday before 12 p.m. PST, the letters will go out same day. If y'all are like me and be traveling in these streets and use the software at 2 o'clock in the morning because you can't sleep, so you're working, don't worry about it. The system will send out your letters the next business day. Please be mindful that the new flow does not require you to send anything certified mail at all. So everything is first class mail, so there is no tracking. If you are choosing to do tracking, then that is the only time you are able, or do certified mail, that's the only time you're able to track the profile. But you don't have to go anywhere else. You can literally click in here, and on the certified link, it will take you to the USPS website for you to find out what is going on with your mailing status. Good. And I hit the mail them out on the 25th. It is still saying mailing them out. On the 25th. On the 25th at what time though? It should have already gone out. So you're saying it, so here's the coding. It was evening. So that means it probably would not have gone out to, well, what, hold on. Un momento, por favor. Please hold. So the 25th was Sunday, which means it would not have been processed until Monday. So these are the mail status that you want to look at. So if you click on mail status, it will tell you once everything has been sent, what it looks like. So it should say mailed once it has physically been mailed out. If you can, in the chat, send a message to JM directly privately with your username, and we will try to see what's going on. Or if you can send it to me, I'll send a message to the back office to find out what's going on, if yours does not have the tracking code listed on it. Can I get the email? No, I'm saying to send your email, babes, to us. So if you can send me a direct message with your email in it, I'll have my team, I'll have the team check it out and see what's going on. Does that make sense? So it should go from, like, these are the statuses that, my pleasure. These are the statuses that should be coded in that email sequence, and they can look and see what's going on. So just for confirmation, if you are using certified mail, that is the only time your email as the Dispute Panda owner, not the client, because we need to go into the system to see you. That is true. Sometimes the USPS workers are not scanning the information, so we wouldn't know until it got there. But we can at least take a look at it and see what's going on. Cool. Thanks, babes. I appreciate you. Anytime. Give me 1 second. See, we're trying to do a work in progress, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Oh, I just sent it to you, JM. You got it in your chat for me. Cool. So if you guys have any questions, concerns, comments about that, we have no problem checking it out. That's why I love when JM is here, because he be doing stuff. Come on, JM, be doing stuff. All right, the inbox is how you communicate to your clients through the secure client portal. The reports. So if y'all know me, okay, I love this report stuff. Like, I love the reports. Let me tell you why I love the reports, because I be flexing on people. They don't be ready. They don't be ready at all. But I'm gonna show you why I be flexing on people. Hold on. So when you're able to pull up the reports, you can put it up on a client level when you have the pro, and you can pull it up on the company level when you have the pro. And it gives you the information as to what's been deleted, what's been updated, Does Panda have Metro 2? Yes, Panda is a Metro 2 compliant software. Great question. So when you are looking at the reports, you're able to get a screen grab and you are able to actually go ahead and share this on your social media platform. So you can share on the client when you just did a client update, like, hey, let me show you what I did, and you can do a blast. I also use these to start conversations. A lot of people don't. When I see a negative here, I start having real dialogue on my social media pages to go ahead and be like, let's talk about why we have a dip in this experience, right? Why we have a dip here. Give me 1 second. So you're able to have a way to like market to people softly with just your content and information on file. So JM is stating that when he clicks on it, it says estimated delivery. JM is our moderator. He's so this is to Lily, Miss Lily. The information when he clicks on it, and I'm gonna go in and kind of check with you guys. Hang on 1 second. Let me open this up. Hold on. So I can't show this one. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to log into one of my other Dispute Panda files. So when you would go into the letter option and you would click on the client's information, if you only downloaded it or the system didn't mail it, it wouldn't show the information. So Lily, I wanted to make sure you're able to kind of like see it in real time. When you click on the icon, it will show you if it's downloaded. That means that you physically downloaded it. Now, I want to be clear that there's sometimes it can say download, but it should also have an estimated delivery time. So I want you guys to pay attention to all of the information that's in that letter sequence. So you'll have the letter ID, your tracking number will be here. So make sure that you're checking all the boxes to make sure that you're good to go. And it also tells you if they did it in color or if it's single-sided, okay? So I want to make sure that you have that. Oh, and David coming through with the drop. Thanks, David. All right, Lily, I paid for it. I paid for it to be sent out on my behalf and I downloaded too. So that's fine. If you paid for it to be sent out on your behalf, you should still see a window that clearly says when it's expected to be delivered. That's how you know the task has been completed. Does that make sense? So it should, if you look on your screen and you click on the letter tab, it should have an estimated date of delivery listed on there. Do you see that? You didn't mess up the system. It's fine. I would just recommend that if you paid for the system, yes, I want you to kind of see the screen. If you paid for the software to send it out for you, don't send out the downloaded version. You only need to send out one by mail, because if not, it's just going to be a headache for you. My pleasure, my pleasure. So yeah, if you look right now, Lily, you should see an estimated delivery. It will also tell you the method. So I want to clarify that your method shows first class, not certified mail. So that's why you do not have the tracking number on the side, because the option that you selected was first class mail. So I just want you to check that out so you can see all of the business, okay? Oh, I don't have my do not disturb on. Hold on, y'all. Because I'm acting like I want to be disturbed and I don't. There we go. All right, do not disturb. Yes, yep. Okay, so when you see it, all that information is there. So if you're having a question and you're like, hey, I want to see if it's been mailed, remember the status is automatically going to say downloaded for you. And the reason being is if you did not do the mail out right then and there, that's what the system is going to register, is that you downloaded it, especially if you also downloaded it. But if you go back out, let's say you had to add money into your bucket and come back, when you do that, the system should automatically give you an estimated date once it's been processed, and then it will tell you the method that the letter went out, if it was certified or first class. and it will let you know if it was in colored or black and white. So as you can see, my letters went out in black and white. Allegedly, it didn't. I printed it in color. And then if it's double-sided or not. Okay, great questions, guys. Hold on, let me slide on over here. Move this right up out your way. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna minimize some things over here. JM, thanks for being a beast as always. Don't you do it. Okay. The next is a subscription tab. That is where you are able, it's my pleasure, Miss Lily. That is where you are able to go ahead and add your merchant service, where you are able to add payment forms, onboarding forms. You can create all of that good stuff so that, let's say you're out at an event, you can go ahead and have them fill out the onboarding form right there. They get loaded in Dispute Panda, and then if you have the pro, they get that amazing link so that they can in real time be able to go ahead and sign up, upload their documents, and then you can, if you already have a curated price, some people have a flat rate price, you are able to utilize that. But if you want a more seasoned price, you can, if you want different levels, you can have that conversation. Again, I am of the belief that before I tell you what my pricing is, I need to be on a call with you. All right. That is just what I do. Again, you can get into the training tab from the actual dashboard, and you also can get to the contact us tab from the actual dashboard. Now, this balance tab is where I like to have the full robust conversation as to what we do and how we should process. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to start from the top and then we'll work our way down. So the profile is where you can add your photo. If you need to delete the name or the email address, you have the ability to do that in real time on the site here. So when you guys have switched over and you decide to go to the pro, you can actually come here, add your photo, and now when the client signs up and registers, they're able to see your beautiful smiling face. Okay, come on, somebody. When it comes to the organization tab, that's where you can put your company logo. You can have your website, your privacy agreement, your business address, and your contract. If anyone is planning to do this as a business and would like a contract, please let us know so David or JM can drop the contract, a sample contract. I'm going to say this holistically. What is required in the contract differs from state to state. So we are giving you a basic sample contract. My contract is a little bit different. Your contract may be different as well because you are talking about what your state requires, okay? So if you decide to do this as a business and anyone in here needs a sample contract, please let us know. Also, if you're in the community, you can type contract in the search and it will actually come up there for you. If anyone did let us know, David already put it in the chat and so did JM. Come on, somebody. That's why I be working with the magical team here. All right, because my team is fast. Okay, all right, come on, lightning. We lightning and thunder. Let's go. So the team member is where you can go ahead and add someone to the platform. You do not have to give them your username and password to log in. So if you decide to hire a VA or if you decide to get your cousin to help you, work on files, you can go ahead and let them have their own username and password to log in. Now, the affiliate link is where you can have it especially when you have the pro, the client is able to enroll into different credit monitoring softwares. You do not have to worry about the credit monitoring softwares. If you are only using Credit Dyno, you can just put your Credit Dyno link in here and turn off all the other links. If you want to keep all of them options on, you can choose to do so. All right. And you just hit save. This disputing option is where you can change the information for the credit bureaus themselves. And this way you are able this is where you are able to go ahead and change the address. Let's say the credit bureaus, and they do have like 7-8 different addresses. If you choose to change the address, you can do so here if something gets kicked back. and you want to update it, or if you're getting a lot more response from like TransUnion at the PO Box 1000 versus the PO Box 2000, you can go ahead and do that as well and change it here. The question in the chat is, when you have someone help you with files, do they need to sign an NDA? I personally have an NDA with including my daughter, but I do have an NDA. And I do have one VA that supports me, because even though the file itself doesn't show the full credit, like social security number, and my people don't print my letters out for me, I just think that's a safe way to handle the processing when you have help. Just my personal opinion. All right. The billing tab, you can go ahead and add your payment method here so that if you need to upload, you have the ability to do so. If you want to upgrade, boom, bam, pow, here's that dollar upgrade again. Okay. And if you are looking and you're only doing this for yourself or maybe your husband, you can do the subscribe and save option. We're giving you 50% more just to sign up for us pulling the $20 or the $60 out of your bank account every single month. So just for a heads up, that is an option that you guys can leverage. You can put the name, your card into the system. What I will say is, if you are doing subscribe and save, the only person's card information that should be on file is yours. Any payment information that's in this platform should be the owner of the account's payment information. So if Sally says that she's going to pay you to do it, then Sally needs to give you the money, and then your card needs to be on file. If you need to upload more because you're allowing the system to go ahead and mail things out for you, you can go ahead and upload $100, $1,000 if you balling. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. If you have all them clients and you're dipping and doing, you're able to do that, right? The invoice tab is where you can see the invoices from your clients, the statement, and Panda Pro if you are paying for Panda Pro. The activities tab is where you are able to see any attacks that are going out, the mail as well as any attack credits. So the credit dyno option that gives you a free round of attack every 35 days is account specific. So if your client Sarah has credit dyno, she will earn one free round of attack every 35 days. You cannot take Sarah's free round and give it to Jessica. Jessica would have to sign up for Credit Dyno and leverage Credit Dyno in order for you to get that free round. Okay, hope that makes sense. The integration is you can use Zapier. So Zapier is a third-party tool that allows multiple systems to speak to each other. So again, if you have an email sequence with Constant Contact or Benchmark or MailChimp, you can have it where when the client comes in over here, there's a Zap that connects this software form to that particular platform, and it sends the information out if y'all like to dip into. Okay, but again, that's a pro feature. Again, the soft money that I talk about all the time is referral. So right now it is not live for you to refer companies to Dispute Panda, but I tell everyone to register for this so that once it does go live, you have the accessibility to go ahead and get credits, earn free credits for people signing up under your affiliate link. So if you've already signed up for it, it will not give you an option to sign up, so you don't have to worry about it, but you can have your link. And once the link goes live, you can put it in your link tree, your dope link, whatever you're using to market yourself on social media for. So we have now covered all of the dashboard and the settings. Do we have any questions before I load my client into the software? Any questions? Hey, Christine, welcome to the room. Michael Anderson, welcome, welcome. I love me some Mr. Anderson be pulling up. You ain't got no questions, Mr. Anderson? Mr. S, welcome to the room. Mr. Anderson be coming in here and he be eating good food, y'all. You got any questions, Mr. Anderson? You know I'm stalking you today.
Yeah, I do have. Yeah, I do got a question.
I like chicken
What did I
and
do?
fish. No? Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
No, I did. one round,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm doing all inquiries removal.
Okay.
So I did one round 45 days ago, and then I started another round about 10 days ago.
Okay.
When should I start hearing something back from the credit bureau? Yeah.
I'm confused. Did you not hear back from them the first round that you did?
Yeah, I didn't hear anything back.
And when you updated your
Yeah.
scores, you didn't see any changes?
Not with the inquiries. It went up like 3 points, but nothing with the inquiries.
But did you see any changes on the profile at all? Or did you only dispute the inquiries the last time as well?
Yeah, just the inquiries. That's it. I'm just
Okay.
trying to get the inquiries removed.
And the inquiries are not attached to open and active accounts, correct?
Correct.
And you're telling me none of the credit bureaus responded to you via email or mail?
No, you know what? Actually, I got something from TransUnion, the stall letter.
Okay.
I did receive. Yeah, I did receive a stall letter from TransUnion.
Did you respond to the stall letter or did you just go on to the next round because it was too late?
Yeah, I went on to the next round because it was too late.
So when you send the letters out, it's supposed to be 5 days for them to get the letters, 30 days for them to process and respond back to you, and 5 days for you to get a response back. Typically, my clients start receiving letters within 3 to 4 days after they've received it. So normally the second week of me sending letters out, they're getting something, whether it's a stall letter, whether it's a verification letter, they're receiving something. So with you sending out the second round, my recommendation would be from the day that you sent the letter actually in the mail, check your mailbox again in 14 days and see if you get anything. And don't forget to check your email because I want to say Experian likes to reply via email.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Let me check my email then. Okay, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Great questions. Okay,
All
I'm glad
right.
I got to hear your voice because I just be seeing your face. He's a nice looking man, y'all. Okay, he look blessed. He look highly favored. Yeah, he be on here and he be chilling in his nice living room. Mm-hmm. I be seeing
Okay.
Anderson. It's my pleasure. If you have any other questions, let me know, okay?
All right, thank you. Mhm.
My pleasure. All right, all right, all
All
right.
right.
Any other questions before I go ahead and act crazy on this platform and load me in?
Yeah, I got one.
Got a question? Sure, how can I help, my love?
Okay, so I actually did get a response back from TransUnion,
Mm-hmm.
and they sent me via email. I opened up, I didn't know if that was normal or not, but which was attached to a secured link. Went in there, they pretty much just a stall letter. So I replied within 13 days um of my third dispute. I'm sorry, my third attack. So I went and sent out that stall letter, and they said anything before 13 days or 15 days to go ahead and send out a stall letter. That was correct.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just wanted to know, going on that process, is that something that TransUnion does, or I know you said it was just for Experian, or is that out of the normal?
So my statement previously was that normally Experian is the one who replies via email. Is it abnormal for TransUnion to do it? I wouldn't say so. My question would be, what is your concern because of that? I guess it'd be the question.
Nothing. I just kind of like to get into detail, right, to know if that's the process. Just trying to figure out more or less how to, I guess, keep going on about the flow, right? Because this is the first response that I got back from TransUnion on the third round. I heard back from Experian and I heard back from Equifax. And so this is what when I sent this out, I guess they got back to me pretty quick via email since it is the third round, which I was kind of surprised.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much, I think that do I have anything to be worried about? It's kind of what just keep going with the flow.
Keep going with the flow. If you have
Okay.
specific questions about the file, you can book a call with me and we can go over the file, but I wouldn't say anything is out of the norm. Listen, JM over here trying to play with me. Anybody? Playing with my team. No, I would not be super concerned. I was just making everyone aware that normally some of the replies don't come back from Experian via mail. It comes back via email. However, either one can work. Okay.
Gotcha. I did have another question about the dashboard. When the client is coming up and it says client getting ready to for what is it? Your round is coming up on the when you click the dashboard.
Mm-hmm.
How would I be able to remove that? Like, let's say I finished up a client, I got all the negative items removed off their credit report, and then that client is still showing on the dashboard for an upcoming round.
If you are no longer working the client file, you would deactivate the client.
Okay, just deactivate it.
Mm-hmm. If you are
Okay.
done and you're no longer going to be working that file, you would just deactivate the client. That's all.
Okay, because I went down on the little scroll and it says processing, ready to attack, and I just I clicked finished, and I didn't know if that would switch it up. Like, yeah, right there on those little green screens, the little green drop down, yeah. And I went to finish.
Nope.
Oh, inactive. Okay,
Because as long as they're active, you'll be able to still see them on file.
gotcha. Okay,
Great question.
awesome.
Great questions. Anything else, my love? You be coming with some good stuff.
Well, I did have one more.
Mm-hmm.
And it's I was looking at I actually got I was looking at one of my clients, and one of their reports was saying that they have a collection which turned into which is classified as a charge off, and that it's still open. So does that mean that it's just actively reporting since the file is in a collection state, more or less?
So that's a two-layered question. So let me ask you a question before I answer that. Is
Okay.
the file, so let's say the account was with Verizon, it
Mhm.
went into collections and it charged off with Verizon. It was then sold to debt asset collections. With debt asset collections, it's now showing as a collection charge off and an open file, right? With debt asset collections. Is
Right.
it showing open with the debt collector, or is it showing an open with the original vendor that charged them off?
The original, but it has charge off on it for some reason.
You
Is that
can't
right?
have both. So that's
You
why
can't have
that
both.
letter is going
Okay,
to generate. You cannot have a charge off. A charge off means this account is no longer deemed collectible.
got
That's
it.
what a charge off means.
Okay,
So
yeah, I was a little
if
confused about that. Yeah,
yeah, so if it's still showing on the profile that it's still open, it cannot be an open status collection and charge off. Normally, it's open and in collections. Once it goes to charge off, the account is closed, because that's what charge off means, is that they've closed that account.
gotcha. And the AI will pick that up.
That is correct.
Oh man, that's fire.
Yes, sir.
All right.
That is for sure. So I'm super excited about that. Any other questions, Boo, before I load my fake self in here?
That's it. That's it. I
All
appreciate
right.
it.
Great. My pleasure. Great questions. Great questions. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And I've been messing with JM this whole time, y'all. So I'm going to use him as an email. jmrocks@gmail.com. I hope that ain't your email, JM. I just want to say that. But what you would do is when you're loading the client in, you want to put the client's information on each perspective line, okay? What I don't want you guys to get trapped with is the only thing that is required to be completed are where you see the stars. Everything else, you want to go ahead, and if you don't have the information or it doesn't apply, you can leave out. For instance, I have 5 names, y'all, because my mama is extra and so am I. So I have 2 middle names and now I have 2 last names, right? So in my case, I would only be putting the the names on there that my identification is going to be supporting. So if my identification says Raquel May, then I'm only going to be using Raquel May. If your identification says Raquel May David, like some of my identification does, whatever I'm going to be using going forward is what's going to be in the system, okay? Your phone number can stay the same on here, so that's nothing that you have to worry about. And you're going to put the last 4 of the social security numbers, the only thing that goes here, not the whole thing. Remember that what you're putting into this system is what's going to generate on the letters, okay? Trying to figure out what address to use. Here we go. So when you are doing the address, please remember city, state, zip code, all of that needs to go on the individual line. Everything else, you want to make sure that you're segmenting off properly, okay? You also want to make sure that you're putting the birthday in for the client. And if you have the pro, you're going to click the invite client to save client access. If you do not, you're just going to hit save. Victor, sure, come off of mute. What question do you have?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm all right. Look, I was gonna ask you a quick question, right?
Mhm.
So I had sent out an attack, and I guess today's like day 36.
Okay.
So I looked, and it says round is upcoming, and then it says last round started 36 days ago. But I haven't seen anything yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure what's next, what I have to do next, or if they answer, you know how if they answer the letter, they ain't send no letter back, no nothing. So what do I do next?
I'm not quite sure. Can you rephrase what you're saying? Because I want to make sure I'm catching it. Are you saying that you didn't get something or that you did get something?
I didn't get anything.
In the mail and nothing via email?
No. I looked at my inbox. I don't see anything at all. The only option I got is just to send out another attack. But it says credit report was last updated 36 days ago. Then I
So I
look
want
up
to make sure, did you send disputes to the credit bureau as well as to the creditor?
whatever was here.
I don't know what's there, my love. I can't see. Tell me what you're talking about. What exactly did you do?
I send out the attacks. On the Dispute Panda, I sent out I guess was the nerve attack it was. So
Okay.
yeah.
So you're saying that when you went into, you're saying you got no letters back from the credit bureau, no emails, no nothing. It's day 36, you updated your credit report and there are no changes on your credit report.
Nothing at all. Not even.
I have been doing credit repair and I've been using the system. There's never been a time that there's not been something.
Yeah.
So are the numbers exactly the same as well?
Yeah, my credit numbers is still the same.
Okay, as long as I've been doing that, I have never seen that. So what I will tell you is you can book a call with me, but if you're saying that you just sent out another round, is that what you just did?
No, I haven't sent out another round. I said I could send that's the only option is giving me to send out another attack, but I don't want to send out the same attackers if they're not
sending out the same attack. So if you pick the flow, so you said that you sent out the nerve attack. So my question is, what flow are you using, my love?
When you say what flow, are you phrasing to which attack I sent out?
No, my love. So hang on 1 second. Give me 2 seconds. Let me share my screen again so you can see what's going on. So when you got into the software, there was a training guide, right? The training guide had an attack flow. The old attack flow had blue, red, black, white attack. Did we lose Victor yet? Oh, Victor's still there. Okay, cool. Blue, red, white attack. So when you picked the letter, what flow were you picking?
It looked like somebody wrote the joint.
That's because of what you elected to send, which is fine. But my question is, so the first thing that we need to do is get back to the foundation. You have to pick a flow. Because if you're just picking letters, you're not going to know what you're doing, and you're not going to be, especially with you being new, you're not going to be able to know what results you're expecting to get. Because depending on the flow will depend on which nerve attack you're selecting. Because, for instance, nerve attack supreme boosted is in the blue flow. But if you don't have a flow,
I
then
think I think was the red, and the thing is that I was never told what type of flow or whatever. That's the reason I was not guided through that. So that's the reason I was
So it wasn't a guide through. When we launched the platform, we were giving you options as to what you could do. Each one of these flows were broken down into, so these are the standard flows, the black flow and the white flow. Then you can choose the blue flow, which was more efficient, or you can use the red flow, which was more effective. You, as the processor, got to choose which flow was going to work for you. So in the chat right now, we dropped the link to the old flow and the new flow. So what I'm stating to you is the first thing that we have to get down packed is what flow are you choosing? Because you're saying you don't know where to go next. You have to pick a flow, because if not,
so
you're
how could
whatever.
how could I find that, and how could I go back to show me what flow I picked?
So based on what you told me, you don't know if you picked a flow. So the in the chat is the link for the old flow and the new flow. So you can choose either one, right? If you're going with the new flow, you're going to be picking the Punch of Fury regular letter. If you're going with the old flow, you have to figure out if the letter that you originally selected was in this format for round one. If not, pick a flow and then start from round one. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because I picked a nerve attack, and I think it was on the red. I think it was red. I think it was red. I know the last time I went back on it. And that's how I got to see like the exactly how the letter looked.
Uh-huh.
And it looked like somebody like handwritten, like did
Okay.
by hand.
So that means you check the handwritten box, because I want to clarify, the system only does what you tell it to do. So you have to select the letter. You have to select if it's going to be handwritten or not. You have to tell the system what to do. What we did was we gave you flow options. So the old school option were multiple options, and you can pick whichever flow if you want it to be more effective or if you want it to be more efficient. Or the new flow is more condensed, because we were having people say they didn't know which flow to pick. So now we condensed it into what was the most aggressive flow that is out there. So to your point, you're asking, what do I do? Today is day 36. You need to go back to the flow and pick the next flow of letters. If you want to, but if you're telling me you haven't heard back from the credit bureaus, you haven't heard back from the secondary bureaus, that's alarming to me.
Yeah, because
even if they send you a stall letter, you normally get something back from that.
yeah, the last time I spoke to you, I told you that it was day 20. I think it was day 20 something. I think it was day 21, and they sent me a letter, like a stall letter, and you said to wait to day 35 to see.
Okay. So you did get something. You
Yeah.
did get something in the mail. You just had not responded to what they sent to you. So
Yeah.
now you're moving on to the next flow, my love. Since you didn't respond, you're going to go ahead and move on to the next flow. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so when I move on to the next one, so I'm gonna send out another dispute letter, but something more aggressive.
It's not whether it's more aggressive or less aggressive. You're going to the next. So you have to pick. I want us to start from the beginning. You have to pick a flow. Are you going to use the old flow, or are you going to use the new flow? Which flow are you using? That's the first thing that we have to start.
Yeah, whichever one that's gonna help me, whichever
All
one.
of them are effective. My question is, what you gonna use? I mean, I'm putting you on the spot right now. What you using? Old stuff, new stuff. What you doing?
I guess I use the new stuff because.
Cool. So if you're using the new stuff, my recommendation is start with the Punch of Fury round one. The Punch of Fury Supreme Boosted. You're still going to use the handwritten flow. So you're going to check the handwritten box, and then you're also going to send your dispute out to the secondary bureaus. That's what you're going to do now. So if you're asking what to do, you're starting back over from scratch.
Okay. So if I could turn this damn camera around. All right, so because I'm not gonna hold you, I even forgot where to go to send out this attack. I think it's the dashboard, right?
So if you hang tight, you'll be able to see it on my screen in a second, because I'm about to go to that in a second. Okay.
Okay.
Great question. So the first thing that you have to do, guys, I just want to make sure that I'm clear. You cannot get into this boat and not know the direction that you're going. The flow is going to tell you what direction you're going into, number one. Number two, when you get a stall letter, it is practical for you to respond within the first 10 to 15 days. If you are outside of that time frame because you haven't opened the mail, you haven't been responsive, then what I'm going to tell you is that the only thing that you can do going forward is either resend the original first round that you sent out with the stall notification, or you need to go on to the next round. I'm gonna tell you, for me, I don't move forward. So especially if you paid for the round, for me, I would generate the stall letter and I would send out the nerve attack again, because you telling me that you didn't do anything because you sent me this stall letter. I'm just not a person that plays with stalls. So for those of you guys that were in my masterclass, y'all know what I'm talking about. I give y'all very aggressive letters to handle the stall, because we're making the announcement before we even start the process of disputing the credit profile. So Victor, in your particular case, since you already missed the stall, your options are, since you already didn't reply to the stall letter, you can send out the stall letter and resend your original round and continue with the old flow you had, or you can go through the new flow and start the new flow disputing process. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Personally, I would still include a stall letter with the second round that you're sending out, just because you're telling me that there's been no changes. So I'm only going by like the information y'all are giving me to kind of give you assessment as to what to do, since I don't have the ability to kind of see y'all stuff. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so I'm going to show you where you go for the letters. Give me 1 second. Hang tight. Do you have any other questions besides that? And don't forget, in the chat is the old flow and the new flow. Do you have any other questions for me?
No.
All right, cool. I love that. Yeah, pick a flow. Pick a flow. Okay, that's all I want y'all to do right now. Come in, pick a flow. Tell me what you do. If y'all want to drop it in the chat so I can encourage y'all. Don't be scared, because we ain't never scared over here. Pick a flow and let's roll, okay? Give me 1 second. I'm about to grab this screenshot real quick. Okay. So when you are going through and you're sending out your dispute letters, you have to be really clear on the identification and the proof of address information. We're not in the business of giving them too much. We want to give them just enough so that they can go ahead and process the files. If when you're sending out your client's information or your information, guys, you want to make sure that all of the information matches across the board. The address matches, the names matches. So whatever identification you're using, that supporting document needs to match. If you are using a utility bill with the correct address and your current address that is matching your driver's license, the best rule of thumb is every 60 to 90 days you want to change out that bill so that they don't try to give you another stall letter for no reason. Okay. So if you're going through the system and your client has, or you have not changed your address on your driver's license, give them your social security card, give them a paycheck stub. Any other documentation that you find on this list is accessible. If you are not able to find this list, David will drop it in the chat for you guys, but you also can catch it on any of the training videos that talk about the attack round. That information is there, because that's where I screen grabbed this from, because I deleted mine, y'all. I'm gonna tell you the truth. That guy loves. Okay. So once you are going through the system and you're uploading the information, y'all could be like me and a drag and dropper, because I like to drag and drop somebody. Okay. The goal is to get all of these items on 1 to 2 sheets of paper maximum. So all the other pieces of information that they don't need, like the billing information, it ain't none of their business. They don't need to know what your balance was. They don't need to know if you were past due. That's none of their business. So you're going to crop it down to just what they need, which is the billing date, your address, your name, you crop and you save, and this is what it should look like up here. Okay. When you are looking to do, to update it, you would come back in, you click the X again, and then you would go ahead and drag and drop and do the same thing all over again. Okay, guys? Let me pull this over. Drag and drop. All right. So now you're going to grab the ID. Some people give it to you in a big old long piece of white paper, honey. Just go ahead and crop it down because all we need is the ID and nothing more. Okay? And you're going to do the same thing for the social security number. All right. So now I have all of the files here. So now when you go down here, you're going to select the credit monitoring. Now, again, with the other credit monitoring softwares, you would have to log into their platform, update the credit report, and then come in here and drop the credit report in. With Credit Dyno, you do not have to do that. Once you put the username and password in, you automatically are able to just drop it in and keep it going. You don't have to go into another software. You don't have to log into anything else. You're able to dip and do with the clients accordingly. Hang on 1 second. Let me grab the credit monitoring info. Cool. So now it's able to import the client's file for you. Once you've gotten all of this taken care of, this is what your next focus is going to be on. Once you have that completed, give me 1 second. This is going to pop up telling you that you have 1 free round of attacks available. Let me double. And it also will show up down here for you as well. Okay. When you get that done, if you scroll back up, you'll notice that the dispute tab opens up. You cannot get to the attack flow without going through the dispute tab first. You're going to click on disputing. The system is going to automatically select anything that is creating an error or delay for your client. So anything that is currently impending or affecting their credit report is going to be accessible and available for you in real time. Okay. What they will not select are any inquiries because the system has not been coded to confirm whether or not there's an open account attached below. So it's your job as the processor, this is where the human aspect of it comes in, for you to search. Now, one pro tip I'm going to give you is if you see this slash, y'all don't just keep on moving if you don't find it. You want to search each side of the slash. So you want to search CRB. If you don't see it there, you want to go ahead and grab C. Now, CRB is Cross River Bank. That information is not notated on the account in the abbreviation. As you can see, it's fully spelled out. So as you get a little bit more seasoned and you're using the accounts and you're looking through the accounts, you will be able to go ahead and kind of know who's whom and know what Synchrony is, American Express or whatever. You'll be able to see all of those things. But the goal is that you're never disputing an inquiry that's attached to an open and active account. Okay, so I saw Seed. Seed is not an open account, so I'm going to check the box. So you physically can do Control Find or Command F. I'm sorry, Control F or Command F to go ahead and search the file without you having to scroll down, because this particular person's profile is pretty light in comparison. Like it's not that long, but if you have a person that has a heavy profile, you want to make sure that you're looking at all of that. Okay. So you're going to scroll back up. The one main is not listed. I'm going to click on one main. I happen to know that the Capital One is not there, but you would search one by one. And then the next option is public records, child support, judgments, liens, all of that will be located in the public record file. And you would click, the system will automatically click the box for you. Now, if your client says something like, hey, I'm in negotiations with Discover, don't dispute Discover, you can uncheck the boxes. The letter will not be generated for you. Okay. If you are a person that's a little bit more seasoned and have letters that you've used in the past, if you click add a custom letter, you can actually put the letter here that you need. You can save it for future usage. And what will end up happening is the letters that you select for all of the other accounts will be printed for them, but it will not be printed for this one account that you have on file. Okay. So I just want to keep you up to date that you can, if you have letters that you've used before in other softwares or in other systems, and you're like, hey, I want to use this letter again for charge off, collections, repo, you can still embed the letter in there, but just know that that letter will only generate for that particular account, not for everyone else. And if you want to remove, it's a simple remove. Now, let's get into the conversation. I like to give y'all a little bit of this and a little bit of that, okay? So, friendly reminder, 30 minutes. Give me 1 second, y'all. Oh, I already have this meeting. Okay. I'm just getting all types of pop-ups here, y'all. Let me minimize my screen. Cool. So when you're looking at the Dispute Panda profile, when you click on the eye icon, you're able to go ahead and see the status of the account. So I'm going to have a conversation with you guys of what I would tell this client first if the account was open, and then the conversation we would have now that the account is closed. Okay. So if the account was listed as open instead of in closed status, I would be clicking on the payment history. I would be having a conversation and explaining to them that the credit score is broken up into, 5 components. Your payment history, which is worth 35%, which equates to 192.5 points. The utilization, which equates to 165 points. The age, which is 15%. And then the last 2 buckets are the credit mix, which is worth 10%, and then your inquiries, which is also, or new accounts, which is also worth 10%. So I'm going to focus on the first 2 major ones that are creating a heavy impact for my client. So, hey, this account is open. You only have 67% of on-time payments. Okay. So now the conversation is going to be, hey, I need you to set this up on automatic payment to come out, right? That's going to be the first initial conversation. Then we're going to click on account health, and we're now going to talk about the utilization, which is you're leveraging the credit you have for the credit score that you want. So with that being said, your credit limit is 4,000, but you're using 4,800. So with the utilization being worth 165 points, and that if you want to be in the 700 club, you're only utilizing literally 15% or lower, I'm not going to have a conversation with someone who is leveraging more than 100% of their available credit. So the conversation is going to look like, I need you to pay your minimum payment times 2 plus $4. Okay, that will give them the breathing room that when the interest rate hits again, they don't go over their limit. But that has to be a curated conversation. The second conversation that we're going to have is going to be centered around the fact that I also need you to start paying on 2 days before your statement due date instead of paying on the actual due date. Your due date is the latest possible day you can make your payment without a fee being assessed. However, your statement date is the date that your account balance goes over to the credit bureau. So we're going to be attacking the profile differently so that we can make sure that your utilization is looking the way that you need it to be in the 700 club, right? So we're having those types of conversation. So you can literally do that. You click on every single account and you have that conversation. Now, let's say we're having the conversation with the client and no problem. Now, let's say we're looking at the client and the account is closed. My conversation is going to be different with a client that has a closed account than a client that is open. Again, it depends on, is it closed and charged off, or is it just closed and the client is still making payments and they're still showing in good standings? Those conversations are going to be different based on what has to be done. Because I'm not caring about the statement date anymore. to that effect, because the account itself is already closed. It's not helping in their age unit. It's not helping in their utilization. So now we're going to be talking about, is there a way that we can possibly settle this debt so you don't owe this much? You're paying it for less than owed. Is it a vendor that we can do a pay per delete, where we pay them and we delete the whole file because it may not have been a seasoned file? Those are different conversations that we have throughout the conversation. So Dominique says, see, this is what I need, training on credit. Do you have recommendations on videos to watch on these rules, or is it best to book on one-on-one to learn? So you can book a one-on-one. I have a March class that's coming up on March 22nd, where we have a 2-day challenge. I'm going to go through the foundations of personal credit. I'm going to go through business credit foundations. And if you have a one-on-one call, I do have different coaching sessions that go on. So I have one that's in March. I have another one that's coming up in April. But there are different places. And when you do sign up, you do get like tips and places that I recommend based on me being out in these credit streets and spending thousands of dollars not learning nothing. Okay. I tell you where to go to learn the sauce. Okay. But as far as like the intricate knowledge, yeah, you can definitely book a one-on-one. You can bring your file. We can talk through your file. It's definitely fine. And the link is in there. So let me go ahead and close out. So that should just kind of like what my consultation conversation looks like. So to Ms. Jackson's point, I can't have this detailed conversation with you and tell you what you need to do to take money from you, because I might need to know that you don't pay on time. Number one. Number two, I have a policy. If you've been late for the last 3 months on your bills, I'm not taking you on as a client in real time. I have to see that you have 3 months of on-time payments. So instead of you coming into my credit repair program, you're coming into my budgeting program, because my goal is to not do any additional harm to you. So if I'm looking and all of your accounts have been late in the last 30 days, the last 60 days, the last 90 days, no ma'am. You can't pull up on me, because if you're not paying them, how are you going to pay me? Right? I want to make sure that there's a level of consistency. And if it's a situation where the customer is saying, I'm going through bankruptcy, or I'm going to go through this, then that's a knowledge conversation that we need to have to deep sea dive to make sure that I'm supporting you the way that I need to. Okay. So great questions. I love the engagement, y'all. Okay. So back to the top. We cannot move on to the attack until we hit save filter. The attack option will not be accessible or available for you to go anywhere. So you have to go through the dispute tab. You have to tell the system what you are disputing. If you do not, it's not going to know what letter to generate, because it's not going to have your account information in there to generate the letters. So one of the questions that was asked earlier was kind of like, hey, should I dispute all of the accounts or just one? So when you click on the letter format, and I think Dominique was the one who asked this, when you click on the letter format, babe, it will tell you, depending on the account, how many accounts will show up in each letter. So you are able to click on it and see how much, like what is going to be included. Is it, so like for instance, a nerve attack attacks all items on the credit report. And it also has like, so it tells you if you do the Supreme boosted, it does include AI driven attack logic. So that means it's using the algorithm that it's already learned from similar accounts, right? And saying, this is what has been working on this TransUnion or on this Santana, let's plug it in. For the pinwheel, it only does 7 negative accounts and 10 inquiries per letter. So you don't have to worry that you're saturating the market, if that makes any sense, by sending all those letters out at one time. Okay, because it's going to give you individual letters for the max amount that it can take in. With the Punch of Fury, they're telling you, they're giving you specific letters. So a specific letter for your personal information, a specific letter for your inquiries, a specific letter for everything else on your file. So if you are doing the Punch of Fury, which is, if you're following the new guide, you're going to be doing the Punch of Fury. You're going to click the handwritten, and then you're going to click Supreme Boosted. Once you've done that, you're going to hit start round and you're going to type in confirm. Once you do that, the letters will be generated for you. You have to have money in your bucket. I want to make sure that I'm clear. The system is telling you that you have to do the static letters for the secondary bureaus. You have to have money in your bucket in order to do the secondary letters. So what that means is if it's zero, it ain't gonna print, y'all, okay? But you can click on static letters, and my best practice is that I would say to scroll all the way down, and you're gonna click on each one of the credit bureaus to process. With this being said, I've had people say, well, this is round 2, this is round 3, and I got a letter back saying that LCI doesn't have my profile. That's fine. When you go to round 2 or round 3, you just don't select them to send a letter to because they don't have your profile. Does that make sense? So you're only going to be disputing with who says that they actually have an account with them. Once you hit the start round, as long as you have $1 in the system, it will auto generate the letters for you, and another tab will open up here that will legit say static attack. If you guys have the pro, you would be checking the box when you originally did your round. You'd be checking the box for handwritten and checking the box for pro. Once you're done with all of that, you can go ahead and click on, hold on, it's thinking, y'all, it's thinking. Mail out. And then if you do not have enough money in your bucket, you would simply figure out how much it costs to get done. You would hit cancel. So just for transparency, it says it's supposed to be a single-sided letter. It doesn't need to be colored. It can go out first class mail. So the amount that's going to cost you is $28.20. You would close it, add the $28.20, come back to the client, hit mail out, and then the system will mail the letters out for you. Okay. What was I gonna say? That was one. If you guys are having stall letters, I've heard that on the call a lot. The people who did the masterclass that was available last time, y'all got the secret sauce. But if you guys are having stall letters, you can come here. The best practice is that you respond to the stall letter within the first 10 to 15 days. You would come here and go to stall. You would select the stall letter, the date that you sent out the first round of attack. You would then, if you have the pro, you would include the original letter that you sent out, and the system will generate the letter with the stall all together. It says I'm sharing my screen. Oh wait, are you guys not able to see my screen? I'm so glad somebody said something. Hold on, let me stop sharing. Let me start sharing again. Can y'all see my screen now? I hope that's a yes. Look, JM was talking to me in the chat. Are you sharing screen? Okay, cool. Now you're seeing it. Cool. So when you are going through the process and you're selecting, I'm not quite sure when you guys weren't able to see the screen, I apologize. But you would go ahead and click on the round of attack that you're trying to do. If you have pro, you can automatically click this button and it will automatically generate the pro letters. So for one round, you get the attack for the credit bureaus, the attack for the creditors, and then you would come back and click on the static letters and do the attack for the creditors. The third party creditors. Okay, so I want to let you guys know you have the accessibility to kind of do all of those. Welcome to the room. I think it's Cesar Action. I see Amanda, and I also see Jeremy. Welcome to the room, guys. So we've already gone through loading your client in, doing your first round of disputes. Oh, I also want to talk about the other tabs. So the history tab lets you know what letters were generated. You also are able to go ahead and see the invoice. The history tab also shows you the credit reports in the past, the credit scores in the past. The invoice tab, you're able to do the invoices. And then if you have the pro, you're able to leave a note. So for instance, I taught everyone how to like send out letters to the bankruptcy court, or if you're sending out letters to the other agencies that hold bankruptcies, you are able to go ahead and put that note here so that you know what you did with that particular client. I think there was a question. When the letters are mailed for you, how do they separate the letters to mail them? That is a great question. So I'm going to show you. Hold on, boo, hold on. So let me see if I have any mailed letters. Give me 1 second. So it's separated the same. This is my dummy account, so please bear with me. Do. That's still Jackie. I'm trying to see if I have any dummy letters. So the mail letters go out the same way it looks on the attack tab. So when you click mail out option, it's mailing out the letters based on how they were generated to go to each credit bureau. So it's not going to be all 3 of these letters in one envelope. As you can see, this first letter was attacking, let's say, the personal information. That those 3 pages that go with that letter is going to be mailed out by itself. The next set of letters is going to be mailed out by itself, and that's how it's charged. So exactly how it shows on the screen, my love, it's how it's going to be. Jamel, did you have a question, my love? Oh, no, I think you just came on mute by accident. Would you use the same stall letter for the secondary bureaus? No, I would use the stall letter that I gave you in training for the secondary bureaus, because the stall letter that's in the system is only for the credit bureau. So when you mail, hold on, sorry, I'm trying to catch up with the chat. Great questions, Miss Jackson. Hello, Amanda said, so when you mail to the credit bureaus, select mail to creditors too, always. So if you're using the flow will tell you when you're sending letters out to creditors, and on the new flow, you are sending letters to the creditors for each round as long as you have the pro. So the creditor letters only work if your client is using Credit Dyno and you have the pro service as well. Great question. So this is more of an automatic sending instead of us printing out and mailing for ourselves. You have the option. You can utilize the system to mail it out, or you can click download and you can download and print the letters yourself. For me, I personally print and mail out my letters as long as I'm home. If I am traveling with my family or I'm on vacation and I'm not supposed to have my laptop, but I do because that's what I do, I will go ahead and utilize the mailing system for it to mail out directly. What's the meeting ID? I'm trying to jump in on the call. I can grab it for you and put it in the chat. Give me 1 second. There you go. Okay. But for the free version, is it better to mail it out instead of auto? It all depends on your preference. I'm going to tell you that the standard guidelines are normally you would like to have the geo tag that goes from your post office if you're disputing for yourself. But if you're like me, I'm licensed and certified in multiple states. I'm also bonded in my state. So with that being said, I have clients that are not necessarily in my area that I'm supporting with credit repair. So with that being said, I don't really care about the geotag 97% of the time. And because I kind of dispute differently, it doesn't really matter. But if you guys are utilizing the system, yes, you get more movement if you are mailing it out from your home zip code, but that doesn't mean that you are not effective just because you have the software mailing it out for you. Great question. Here's the thing, I'm so green, I'm neon, so I'm trying to start from scratch. No problem. I'm gonna drop the link if you want to. I do have a class that is coming up on March 22nd, and I'm gonna go over the back end stuff. And you can definitely at least get the foundation, and I'll talk to you about other spaces that can give you more knowledge as well, because I'm not a gatekeeper. I want everyone to have what you need, but I want to be clear that you want to start from the beginning, track your progress, figure out where you are, and then maneuver from there, if that makes any sense. So if you're consuming a lot in all the places, and I think one of the biggest things I tell my implementation clients is you can't get your information from every single place. You need to get your information from one place, you try it, you implement it, and then you move on to the next step, right? That's kind of the goal of what you're trying to do. So when it comes to the software in its entirety, we're always going to cover the software Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday for the pro people. If you want more in-depth information, sometimes I open Zoom rooms. You guys can come in for free. I have a challenge once a month or every other month that you guys can join so you can learn the fundamentals that I had to learn, because yeah, it was crazy. But I'm super excited about that. But Jeremy said, I'm super green, I'm neon. Honey, me too. Don't worry about it. Like, not because I don't know, but like, because I'm vibrant. I'm bouncing over here. All right. iPhone said, so what's the difference between M2 repair and Dispute Panda, because I'm lost? I'm not quite sure what you're talking about, M2. If you're talking about Metro, this software gives you Metro 2 disputing. I'm not quite sure if you're talking about another software, because there is a software called M2 that would take you doing a little bit more research to see what the M2 software gives you versus what Dispute Panda gives you. Dispute Panda is more algorithm. They track the letters and what has been taken off month after month, especially if you're using Credit Dyno. It gives them more data points on the back end that they can look at. And David just dropped a chat versus Metro 2 versus compliance versus factual disputing, which one is better. So you can definitely take a look at that video. And you can find us on YouTube, as well as if you are a part of the Dispute Panda community. If you click on Dispute Panda Live, you're able to see the replay there as well. Also, why is it so hard for me to sign up? I'm not quite sure what you mean as to why you're having a difficulty. Yes, you can import credit reports into Dispute Panda. Yeah, you can go ahead and import into Dispute Panda other credit reports. The one that we reviewed today was Credit Dyno. And in the training section, you're also able to go ahead and see how you can import the other credit monitoring software, such as MyScoreIQ and Smart Credit. So you have all that information there. I'm not going to lie, I'm really going with Dispute Panda just because it's cheaper and legendary, but I'm in Smitty's group and they're always talking about Metro 2. So I want to clarify that Metro 2 is a method that is used here. I think you're talking about the Prodigy software, which is a little bit different. So yeah, it is completely up to you. The standard platform is free. If you get the pro, it's $197 a month. We do have these training classes for the free platform Monday and Wednesday, and then we have it for the pro platform on Thursday, where you can bring a little bit more questions on the platform there. But I'm glad you showed up. Listen, we're here to help. You don't have to choose one side of the coin or the other. I've used the Metro, the M2 Phenom before too, so I understand. Yes, so ours is $17. The comment in the chat was that it was 40 in the TAC, where ours is 17 in the TAC. You are correct. If you're using Smart Credit, My Free Score IQ, Identity IQ, those platforms you do have to pay $17 for. If you're using Credit Dyno, you pay nothing for your round of attack. So that makes your platform free and your disputing free, and you're able to pocket more money on the back end. All right, so I think I've covered everything, guys. What questions do you have? I want to open the floor for the last like 15 minutes. So go ahead and get you guys' questions in that you have, so that way I can give my voice a rest. Because y'all, I've been running my mouth all this time. Just for 2 hours, I just been running my mouth. Were you able to get in, Cesar? You said no?
No, I was not. I'm at the joint meeting screen, but I can't get in. It only let me put in 5 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's not enough to get in.
There's not a join meeting button though, my love. The link that I gave you sends you straight to the meeting.
Yeah, I was able to get in from my phone, but I'm trying to, like, this phone, all this shit, I ain't trying to be crazy, but all this shit new to me. I just got out after doing 22 years. All this shit is new.
Oh, well, come on now. It's okay. So let me drop your in the chat, drop your email. I'll send you the link, but we're about to wrap. So if you have specific questions, you can let me know, but the
Okay.
link is the same all the time. But if you send me a personal message with your email, I'll go ahead and send you the email link so that you can have the Zoom link going forward, because it's the same
All
link.
right.
And you don't have to put a meeting ID or anything like that.
Okay.
Um,
Oh shit.
I feel more confident. So it says, I feel more confident. I tell you that. Well, I'm so glad that Dominique, did you do the round? Okay, I'm tired of this confidence now, Dominique. Did you do the round, girl? Did you do the round? That's what I need to know, Leanne. Did you do it? In my B Simone voice, did you do it? All right. Let me see. As a matter of fact, I'll drop my email in the chat. Go ahead and grab it and just send me an email. I'll send you the link. Just say Zoom link and I'll drop it for you there. So, oh, look at JM helping me out. Thank you, JM. I don't know why she keep uploading stuff she ain't been. Once again, oh wait, I feel more confident. I'm so happy that Dominique is feeling more confident. Dominique, when you get off the phone, I need you to print round 1. All right, we don't went through the whole start to finish. You already have my link to book that call. Stop playing. We don't play in these streets because we ain't never scared. Okay, that's what the song said. Once again, where can I find these videos, like walkthrough videos and stuff? So again, when you log into the Dispute Panda file, my love, when you click on the training tab, it gives you the guide as to what the flow is. So you can download the guide, and all of the training videos are here on how to maneuver the software. Also, we are located on YouTube, and you can also join the Panda community, so you can watch the live replays there as well. Great question. Great question. By the way, Mrs. Cesar, iPhone said, welcome home, my dog. And that's what he said in the chat. Welcome home, my dog. All right. Because we all about a community here. We're a big old family. I'm going to do it tomorrow, I promise. So next meeting, I will let you know. Okay, I'm going to be asking. And if you don't come to this meeting, Dominique, I ain't going to do nothing because I don't know where you live. But I'm going to do something. Okay, I'm going to do something. And I'm gonna do something. I don't know. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna go ahead and track you down on the Dispute Panda community and be like, you're not trying to find me, Dominique.
No, I'm ready. I actually was invited to the platform for somebody that's doing my credit on Dispute Panda.
Okay.
And so he basically put me in the game. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my sister since he's doing mine.
Okay,
And
come on,
just,
somebody.
you know what I'm saying? Just go from there. I just didn't want to jack my sister up, because I needed the little tidbits, the little jewels that you were dropping on
Absolutely.
responses and stuff like that. I needed to be more confident with that because the Panda system really does everything if you follow that flow sheet.
Absolutely.
It literally does it all for you. So I was just it was just too sweet. It just sounds too sweet.
It was too sweet. For instance,
some stuff sound too good to be true, and it's like, okay, if I do this, I'm gonna mess it up. But after hearing you today and knowing I can book a one-on-one for the tidbits, that gives me more confidence to go ahead and try it. And if I mess up, I know it's a way I can fix it. So
and that's all I need you to understand is at the end of the day, there's always a way not to fix it, but there's a way that you can maneuver. So don't
right.
put yourself hostage. Like you're not going to be able to get what you need. You will 1000% be able to get what you need in real time. So just for a heads up, iPhone user, you are not able to log in or create a sign-on on your phone. So if you are using your iPhone that is not accessible, you would need to do it from a laptop or a desktop in order to get there. All right. Oh wait, and he just dropped that in the chat. Come on. Come on, JM, pull up on me, baby. Is the flow sheet a PDF download and how do I get it? Yes, when you go to the training tab at the very top, when you click this free download, you are able to download the actual guide and you are able to see it like this. And I personally printed it out and it's over there on my daughter's that so when she gets in, she's able to maneuver. You can download and you save. So I have the old flow, like they dropped in the chat, and I have the new flow. So depending on which client I'm doing and where I'm going will depend on how that looks. But yes, you do have to use a laptop, preferably the Chrome extension, in order to use it. If you are using your phone, it is not going to work, my love. But great questions. All right. Any other questions before I let you go?
I have
Okay.
a question.
Oh, what's your question, Ms. Jackson? I missed that. My bad. What's your question,
It's
girl?
okay. So with the round one, I don't think the inquiries that were on my report came off. I won't know for sure, but I'm saying this based on what I saw in Credit Karma. Because sometimes you can see what's going on in your credit report
You see
in
activity
Credit Karma before you get it
You're
from your credit monitoring.
Mm-hmm.
So would you, like in the second round, would you continue with trying to get them to remove inquiry or personal information, or would you take that round one and submit a CFPB to get all of the like inquiries or cleaning up your personal information, or would you wait to round 3 or something?
Great question. What does the flow say? So let's split that question up. So number one, in class, what did I say that we were supposed to do when it came to the actual disputing of your file? You're disputing what?
Huh?
Everything. You're disputing
Everything. Yes.
everything. Okay.
Everything.
That's number one. Number two, when on the flow do you do a CFPB complaint?
5 and
Okay,
10.
so why are we talking about it in round one and round two? Why are we talking about it?
Because I'm stupid.
You not stupid. Ain't nobody over here stupid. No, we not stupid. We just we anxious. You know, we anxious. We try to get in there. No, we not stupid. You're gonna follow the flow because you have to remember, how are you filing a complaint when you don't have enough evidence that you've been doing what you were supposed to do?
Right.
You follow what I'm saying? That's why you're not doing it until round 5, because you have evidence that you've been sending the letters to the credit bureau, you've been sending the letters to the creditors, and no one is helping you.
Right.
Every single month, if that inquiry is not attached to an open and active account, you're disputing it. You're not letting anything lay on the table. Them $17 or the free, I don't care if it's free, I'm using everything that I need to use, okay? So great question. Anything else?
I'll ask you when I book my call.
Okay, gotcha. Caesar said, how can I get rid of late payments from a year ago? Follow the flow, but the number one thing that you have to do is pick a flow. So as I was talking to Victor earlier, I'm going to tell you guys, do not sleep on the training. As soon as you log into the training tab, as soon as you click on the training tab, the very, very first thing that pulls up on that training tab, it says free download. You are going to click, and I'm gonna show you. Let me show, as my son would say, let me show you something. Let me show you something. When you click on the training tab, very first tab, free download. This download is your blueprint on how to do credit repair when you don't know what you're doing day one. It gives you a full 12-month flow as to what you are going to dispute, when you are going to send it out, when do you send to the creditors, when do you send a CFPB complaint, when do you do handwritten, when don't you? It's giving you the flow on how to get started on the ground level. So I don't want you guys to be apprehensive. Use the tools that we are giving you in real time. So once you create the Dispute Panda platform, you can literally click on the trading tab, or from the homepage. Come on, somebody, you click the training tab from the homepage, click on free download. It is going to give you your tutorial in real time. Don't sleep on it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it.
You know what my problem is, Raquel? It's I be watching too many videos trying to figure out strategies, because like everything is here for us. And you
Mhm.
remember before I said, I like that it does everything, but I be having to know the why. And you you know what I'm saying?
But
So I
the why you're not going to learn if you're not learning on a platform that has it. So here's what I'm going to tell you. It's fine if you're watching training videos, because as I said to you before, there are many different ways that you can dispute credit. You were on the call a couple weeks ago where someone was like, well, I'm gonna change my address because if I change my address, all my negative accounts are attached to that address. That is one method. That is not the only method. But what I want to tell you guys is when you're going to YouTube University, my recommendation is before, look, Cesar is laughing at me. I'm just telling y'all the truth. I know about YouTube University. If y'all are going to YouTube University or you're going to the credit guru and you're following so-and-so, follow them. If you're going to go and you're going to go to YouTube University and they're going to tell you, well, this is what you're going to do, follow them down the yellow brick road and track what you've gotten. When I say follow them, you don't know what's going on for a good 3 to 6 months to see if this method is working. If they sound reputable, if you feel like you got enough validation from watching them, not just in your spirit, but like you're looking at receipts and you're reviewing, you know what I'm saying? And they're giving you the meat and potatoes and you're like, okay, I want to follow Coach Robinson. That is fine, y'all, but fully commit to that process. You can't jump around the board and expect success because not everyone's play is going to work at the same time. You got to take one play, right? Just, and I think about it from the football standpoint because my kids have been football for so long. My husband was the defensive coach. There was an offensive coach, and then there was a head coach, right? At the end of the day, depending on who was on the field was going to be who was going to take lead. When you're doing credit repair, you can't be bouncing to 17 different people. If you're running a defense play because the defense is on the field right now, then that's what you're running from start to finish.
got
You
it.
follow what I'm saying? You can consume the knowledge and write it down. And if you have a coach or you have a mentor, you can take that information to them and just say, hey, what have you heard about this? Or have you learned about this, so that they can give you the help that you need? But don't feel so overwhelmed that you
I
have to
do.
buy all the strategies at once, because then you're going to end up falling. And if you don't have a coach to kind of help you through, you're going to end up spinning your wheels and spending additional resources that you don't have to. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I thought you was my coach.
Oh, you ain't signed up for my coaching program yet. So we'll talk about that on our next call.
Okay. And the reason why I'm saying this is because as you know, we're all new to it and people start looking at YouTube and start because it is a good resource, but I understand
Absolutely.
what you're saying. I didn't even know that, and I don't even know if this is true, and you tell me, and this is what I learned off of YouTube, that with a bankruptcy, that they're like the credit reporting agency, right? That the Experian, all of them, they get that information from like the secondaries, right? The ARSs and the Sage streams, and then they get it from public record. The bankruptcy court does not send bankruptcy information to the credit reporting agency.
Absolutely.
I didn't know that. I'm told you I was stupid. I
You're
didn't know.
not. I need you to check. I don't talk to you about this mindset 3, 4
I'm
weeks.
sorry,
I need
but
you.
I'm saying those are
You
the
are
strategies I think and information I think a lot of us um are looking for. Things like that. Like I had no clue. I thought the
That's what we
bankruptcy
covered in the masterclass. What you talking about? You had no clue. You learned that before you went to YouTube. I gave you the whole list of the secondary bureaus and where you can find the bankruptcies, the repos, all of that, the eviction. You have that in your Google Drive. So that's what
it
I'm
didn't
saying.
click.
You have a bunch of knowledge. Now you
Mhm.
have to learn how to implement that knowledge.
Implement it, yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you this again. Y'all don't mind, Miss Jackson. You do not need to implement everything today. Your goal is not to learn everything today. Understand that you went to school for 12 years. You started at preschool, went to kindergarten, and you worked your way up. It's going to be the same process when you're in credit repair. Your learning curve may be different because of some nuances and information that you have. But I want to challenge you to give yourself grace, Miss Jackson. And if you want to sign up for my coaching program, it goes live in April.
No,
So I'll
it's
send
only
you.
been a month, right? And I think I should know 12 years of credit repair.
If you know, I'm muting you right now. That's it. I'm done. Dominique, how can I help you today?
Oh no, I was just like agreeing with what the both of you guys were saying, and what I understand from it is following that flow chart and then going through like if you do the flow chart and you receive responses, like what she's mentioning is like what to do and you know what how to attack it and stuff like that. And I think that just comes over time. You know what I'm saying? And like you mentioned, following just one set of advice from one person is kind of going to make it a lot easier for us to see results instead of trying what this person did and trying what that person did on this same platform. So I was like kind of just following you guys and understanding where you were coming from with it on how it's actually going to work by staying consistent with one thing. We can't have a lot of different plates going on because it's like, okay, where am I eating from? It's staying consistent with one process and seeing how that works out. And if it doesn't work after you gave it time, then switch and maneuver and try something else that you've learned over time.
And it's also an easy, like some things you can interweave in what you're doing. So like when we had the training class, Ms. Jackson, we were talking about the secondary bureaus and what you would do with them. And you have letters that you would send out to them, right? So you can get the client's report. You can see if that information is there. So you have pieces of the puzzle. One of the things that I'm going to tell you guys throughout this process, especially like when you go through coaching, there is a SOP, which is a standard operating procedure. And I tell everyone that you have to create that flow so that you have an idea of what you're doing, how you're going to go from when the client onboards to you to when you're physically sending out the next round of letters and kind of moving from space to space. Like, for instance, I'm a company that faxes, I mail, and I upload. Is that something that you're going to do for your company, right? You're looking at all of those intricate pieces. So I don't want you guys to feel overwhelmed, especially when you're working on your own file, as to how you're going to pivot and maneuver, but definitely recommend you getting a coach that is doing it or has done it, right? Dominique's program is going to come back. He's going to give a different program that is kind of going to be similar to 30-day CRA, where he's going to have a 37, I don't know what the package is going to be, but you guys will be able to meet once a week and pick his brain on different things. I have a program where you guys, once you purchase from me, you get into my Facebook group, and weekly we have a free call so you guys can come and pick my brain on what's going on. So I don't want you guys to feel like you're left out there, but I want to be very clear that when you're deep sea diving in YouTube University, take notes on what you're learning there. And then if you have additional questions, y'all can book a one-on-one. Y'all can come into a Zoom room when I put an open Zoom room and ask the question. And I'm going to be honest with you. If I don't know it, I'm going to go and ask my mentor, like, how do I answer? What do I do? How do I go about things? Right. Because I want to make sure that everyone that's connected to me is successful. And I give y'all access to my mentors, like different people that are in different areas, because I help out with business credit. You know, I do a lot of different things. So I want to make sure that I'm giving y'all the information to be successful in real time. Okay.
You don't though.
Huh?
You
What
don't.
what? Dominique, if you don't,
I ain't say that.
who said that?
I did.
Oh, Miss Jackson starting problems on the listen, because she noticed on the YouTube and I can't come out of bag. Don't let me take off this good
No,
person.
you are dope. Like
She said dope.
yeah, dope.
Like
I be
raw.
on your
You
Facebook and
amazing.
everything.
Oh, you been on my Facebook? Oh, you been out
The wealth. Yeah, I be on there. Yeah, I mean, I don't interact as much as I do, but I do go to your page every day to look for information and stuff. I need to interact more.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so
You're
you can push
welcome.
my stuff out to more people, Chad. Go ahead and interact. Thank you for calling me dope. I was like, I don't. I was like, what you mean I don't? I be trying to get y'all the juices.
No, you don't. Listen, can I show you my results? I think they're real results.
Now I think there's real results. You can show your results if you want to. What I will say is Cesar if you want to show it, it's fine. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen real quick. Cesar, the next step that you're going to go through is you're going to have to load yourself in as a client. If you're needing help, you can go to the training video. It's already been tagged, or you can go to Dispute Panda on YouTube. You'll be able to catch, not today's replay, because I don't think it's going to go up till tomorrow, but you can go ahead and catch the replays that we've done before. And hold on. So Miss Jackson, okay,
You
so
talked about the negative numbers, but I don't remember.
don't worry about that, sweetheart. Hold on, let me minimize some stuff over here because I want to talk about what we are looking at right here, y'all. Hold on. Share my screen. We're gonna share screen 1. So I'm gonna tell y'all. Hold on 1 second. Let me minimize my stuff because y'all don't be needing to know my business. I'm gonna tell y'all what this conversation would look like for me. Okay, because I think a lot of people see negative numbers and they get very, very afraid when there's a big drop. Okay. Now, when you're having a conversation with your client, you're going to be educating them throughout the process. My goal is not just to focus on the scores increasing. My goal is to look at your overall profile. So I can now educate you and talk to you about, you now have $270 worth of debt that's been removed, $53 worth of debt that's been removed, $1,300 that's been removed. So that's a total of $1,600 that has been deleted from your credit profile. So that means if you're looking to get a house, your debt to income ratio has now leveraged out more to where you can afford more house, because the more debt you're in, the worse your situation is. So this is a conversation. Now I would then pull up the credit report and I would be looking at the credit report to see what the changes are. Did they delete something that was affecting the 24-month window, meaning it was an account that was negative, but before it went negative, it was positive. And now that that debt has been removed, it is now impacting the score. Has my client's utilization gone up since the last poll that happened? These are all conversations that you have to have in real time when you're having the conversation. So like if it were me, I would take this actual information and I would go live and start dissecting what this means. So that way I'm building know, like, and trust. I'm sharing knowledge and I'm making someone feel comfortable so that if they're with someone else, let's also talk about what this is doing for the credit community. Now, when they're with someone else, you can then have a clear conversation. If they're dealing with someone else and their credit score drops, they're not panicked. They're now going back to their credit report to say, wait, has my utilization gone up? Has another account closed? What has completely changed from 1 month to the next month? Right? And now you're giving content that you ain't even got to work for. You feel what I'm saying? Feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I just I didn't post this on my Facebook
Mhm.
because of the negative numbers, and I know you talked about it
Mhm.
before. It's hard to explain the negative when people are looking for a positive increase, and I wasn't experienced enough to answer those questions if someone
Mhm.
questioned me on what I, shared. So,
I
yeah.
got you. I got you.
Hmm.
No problem. But yeah, I would, again, for me, because I have to have a call like this in the morning. Someone's credit score has dropped. And now I have to have a conversation as to why it has dropped. Why is this experience happening? And it has a lot to do with the fact that your utilization has gone up. Your balances have gone up. Nothing has closed, but understanding that your utilization is worth 165 points and you don't utilize a whole lot.
I
Okay.
have to, but you remember, I have to also figure out, is that, am I included in that? Like those numbers, is that for me, my son, daughter, and daughter-in-law? Because it's just us four.
If this is from the main page, which is what it looks like to me, is it's from your main page, that's
Mhm.
overall.
Overall.
Yes, if you're pulling it from the main dashboard, it's overall. If you're pulling it from the client specific, then it
Uh-huh.
will have different sequencing.
How do you pull it from the client?
When you go to the client tab and you go to
Yeah.
updates, it'll show there.
Updates,
Mhm.
the client tab. Okay.
So
I'm
you
on.
would go to the physical client's profile.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
give me 1 second.
And then updates.
Mhm.
Am I missing that?
When's the
Update.
last time you updated the file? Because it doesn't always show. So just for transparency.
Update the file.
So
How-
when, okay, so hold on 1 second, because I don't want you to get confused. So let me
Okay.
share my screen.
Let me look. Okay, hold on. All right.
So if you're looking at my screen right now, next to the history tab is an update tab. The updates on the client's actual platform, when you click into your clients, under updates, you'll be able to see your client's changes.
I don't have an updates tab.
You may not have one because when's the last time you pulled an attack?
Oh, I only pulled, the first one.
So you're not going to have an update yet, babe, because you haven't updated. See how that works?
Okay, I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
See how that works? You got to update something for it to be there.
Okay, so once I pull in
The updated report for
updated,
your client, you'll then see the update tab that will show up there, and you'll be able to go ahead and see what the changes have been from the last time to this time.
okay. So I'm looking at my credit report now, and I imported my report, hold on. I think January 31st. So I have to wait until 35 days, right?
Correct. That's when you'll
Okay.
be able to get a new report. You got it.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Welcome. Any other questions, y'all, before I go in stock? This was amazing, very helpful, informative. Thank you, everyone. See you next time. I'm leaving out with the conference. I need. Oh, that's right. We ain't never scared Dominique. Go ahead and drop it like it's hot. Look, oh, Tattoo Man came back. Tattoo AJM. You done came back online. Look, tattoo guards. Okay, you see how my JM pull up and he showed you all the good tattoo and his good skin. Go ahead, JM. All right, now I'm gonna stop acting crazy, y'all, because I'm hungry. Okay, just so y'all know I'm hungry. My stomach is touching my back. I don't know how to act. That's I'm hungry. No, but guys, if you guys need any help, the replay is on YouTube. I go through this same sequence. If you guys are on Pro, I'm gonna check y'all out tomorrow. We will be on at 7, I believe. Other than that, any final questions, comments, or concerns?
I had a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich recently, and it was good. I didn't eat Chick-fil-A, and I didn't expect it to be that good.
Get off my phone, because Chick-fil-A closed. Get off. I muted Miss Jackson because she always talking about stuff that ain't accessible to me. Go ahead, Leanne. You had a question, Cesar?
No, I was just saying, by the time you come have another class, I'm gonna learn this better. I'm watching the tutorials right now. Like I said, I ain't been out number 3 weeks, and so all this, like, 2002 is the last time I was on the street. So yeah. So I'm trying to learn. I'm playing catch up fast, but
Welcome home.
Thank you.
Welcome home, baby cakes. And if you need some help, we're here to support. My link is in the chat. You can don't forget to watch us on YouTube. And if you watch us on YouTube, can you like it on YouTube? It ain't even my YouTube channel, y'all. It ain't. It's Dominique. It ain't mine. But I be in these streets and I want YouTube credit. So I need y'all to go ahead.
I got you.
Thank you, JM. You see what I'm saying? JM know what I'm talking about. Because I got different wigs and I need y'all to, like, in the comments, tell me which wig you like. So that
I bet.
I like the fact that he came home and got straight to business.
Straight to business. You hear that?
Straight to business. Like,
after 22 years, you done missed 22 years. You ain't got time to play around. Life
And
ain't
I'm
no
not
joke.
trying to be funny with you. Like, I'm gonna tell you the truth. People don't want to sign up for credit with me unless they get to, like, once they get to know me, they be talking to me. But when my husband put on the shirt that say ask me about credit, they be rolling up. I be like, listen, I don't even get jealous. I be like, go ahead and get her number, babe.
There it is.
Get her email.
There it is.
He thinks she's trying to get with you. Go ahead. Let her think she gonna get. We gonna send her this invoice in the name of Jesus.
There it is. Straight like that. Get to the
We
money.
gonna send her this invoice, and I'm gonna be the one. Hello, I'm Mr. David's assistant.
I knew I liked you.
Hello.
Hey, get to the bag.
Yeah.
Straight
Go
up.
ahead, talk to him. Talk to him. Listen, we were at a restaurant and this girl was talking to him, and me and him had on the same shirt. Friend, we had on the same shirt. I got up to go to the bathroom, and when I got back, she was leaned in, all extra luscious. I was like, go ahead, girl, get it. He ain't leaving me, but go. He ain't leaving me, but go ahead and get it, child. I said, baby, did you get the email? Because that's all I need to know. If we gonna send the email. Look, while we at this restaurant, listen, I made him pull up the form. She signed up that day. Thank you. Thank you.
You sound like Pimpin' Ken or something like that. Like,
thank you.
I love it.
Thank you. Look,
okay, Don Bishop.
Dress me too. Thank you.
Straight up.
No, but that is more valuable than money. Contact information.
It is relationships, man.
That is it. So, and you're a guy, I'm not trying to be funny with you. Like, wear a t-shirt that says ask me about credit. Even if you get you 3 t-shirts made, on the back of it have your website, on the front of it ask what your credit look like. I promise you. And take it to the gym. When I say these women's they
because he do got a handsome face and he'll be able to sell well.
Even if it's ugly, friend, don't worry. These women.
That is hilarious. Look, I'm for real. I'm trying to get to it though. So I know, I ain't scared of it. All I can do is take a shot. If I fail, I'm gonna get back up.
That's literally all it is. And we here to support you. And also, if you have people that have also been in the same situation, and you're helping them, you can, because I have a package for people who have just recently come out. They have a lower tiered package that I give to them. I want to say like it's $75 now. I also have a DIY platform that's $50. So I help, like you can basically navigate your way in and ask those clients when you start talking to them, like, homie, you got 3 friends that you could refer to me. I'll give it to you for 75 if you do ... You get what I'm saying? So that way you're helping other people that are coming in. Cesar says, Dominique says, Cesar, I have a nonprofit for returning citizens. Please reach out to me if you need support with anything. Check the chat. Her information, and I'm finna read off your
Yeah, I was just shameless plug. This outside of credit though, just to support.
So for the people in the back of the church that might also need this help for non-support, people in the back of the church, it says, I have a nonprofit for returning citizens. Please reach out to me if you need support with anything outside of credit for right now. We are here to provide support as well. kbdmovement@gmail.com. So if anyone is watching this YouTube, we support businesses that support
kbdbmovement@gmail.com.
Yep. Kilo Bravo Delta Bravo movement@gmail.com.
Do you mind
if
I
Maya Angelou quote? Once you know better, you do better. Indiana.
Okay. My next door neighbor. Right. I got you.
Yep. I'm in Indiana.
My daughter
Indianapolis.
Okay. I know what
I'm in Maryville. I used to live in Nap though.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
just reach out to this outside of credit. Right now I'm learning. I want to do what Raquel actually has going on. So I'm trying to partner with her in the future. But put that in the atmosphere.
I partner with people that make
I see the $97 fee for the one-on-one. I'll be paying that soon.
And I have a pick your brain special. That's that's an hour and 30 minutes. So yeah, I'm out here helping people. Let me know.
Okay, because we got to collaborate, coalition. That's how it's strength in numbers. But yep, I'm here to help you with direction and support.
I got you. Look, right. So because me and my guys, we was doing it from the joint, but it was all handwritten shit. So it's crazy because we was in like law library, pulling up the codes, all that shit. And so it's different when you got this software. One is much easier.
Absolutely.
And so I'm just trying, like I say, I'm playing catch up. And so as I play catch up, I'm a catch up, and so
practice. You got
Yeah.
this. We believe
You already done caught up.
you are exactly. You already
You
done
in the
caught.
race. You in the race,
Yeah.
baby.
Appreciate that.
What's
Appreciate
old
that.
girl name that be hawking everybody? What's her name? Track star.
The one that got stopped for the weed.
Sharkeisha? Is that
What's
right?
her name? The young track girl, the new.
I think it's Sharkeisha, but I could be wrong. Sharik.
Shakri. There you go. Somebody.
That,
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Shay
You in a
Shay.
race,
That's
bro.
what we're gonna call it today. Shay Shay.
Shay.
They was gonna call it today. Say. Yeah.
You in a
That's
race,
so good.
brother.
Thank you. I'm trying. Man.
It's our pleasure.
Best foot forward. I really appreciate it. And this ain't the last you're gonna see of me. I don't know how I got the link, but I'm glad I did. I can tell you that much.
We're so happy you did too. We are so happy. So I'm gonna leave y'all with these last words. Pick a flow, follow the flow.
There it is.
Pick a flow,
follow the flow. Pick a flow, follow the flow.
And we ain't never scared.
If you need help,
yeah,
I'm a bat signal away. My link to book an appointment with me. Now you're not paying for nothing but my time, because my time is valuable. Okay, but
understood.
I'm always here. And I drop Zoom links in the Panda community once a week for y'all to connect with me if you guys want to pick my brain for the free. So yes, there are certain times that I do things for free. I might open a workroom for an hour. So keep your eyes out in the community for you guys to know, or follow me on Facebook, because on Facebook and Instagram, I do put those links there as well, so that y'all know, because I do different things at different times in different spaces. So not everyone gets the same, you know what I'm saying, time block. So I want to make sure that I'm being here and I'm being supportive. But I'm so proud of you, Cesar, for you hitting the ground again running. Dominique, Ms. Jackson, if you don't stop telling me about food I can't get at 10 o'clock at night.
No, I was late to the game when it came to Chick-fil-A. I just didn't know it was that good. Sorry.
That is blessed chicken, okay? But
yes, it is. Ran into it down there in Atlanta.
It's blessed chicken, okay? Not gonna do tell me about no Chick-fil-A at 10 o'clock at night. You see how she do me? Carlos, thank you so much for coming. Mr. Michael, Miss Christina, do you have any questions before I let you go, my love? Just want to check.
I think everybody gone.
No.
Well,
all right.
How can I find you on Facebook? You say Facebook and where else?
I'm on Facebook. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I'm out here. I'm in these streets.
What's your name?
That ain't your name.
Exactly what you see here.
What name I'm looking for?
Exactly what you see on the screen, because my husband said so. Okay, so everywhere you find me.
Where just go? Rock. I'm trying to find
May David.
RACQUEL.
Nope, I just need to book for a one-on-one.
And
then David, like David and Goliath. Yes, because my husband ain't
Verified, baby. I see it.
Gotcha.
And who is she? Say one more time for the people in the back of the church. And I don't care, I only got a little bit of followers. I'm what?
Okay. Verified, baby. I see it.
Come on, somebody. We're only a handful of the blessed congregation.
Look, this picture look like what's her name from Married to Medicine?
Quad,
you know. It's Quad.
Let me tell you what's so funny. When I was chunky, I was Monique. Now that I done lost weight, I'm Quad. I think Quad is fine though. I don't like all her wig choices, but it's all
no, Quad bad. Quad body
bust. What? Quad body. Hey Quad, if you watch this, you probably not. It's okay. Right. And still, do you have any questions? We're about to wrap up the call because they done took all my time and my stomach is touching my back.
Sorry.
My bad. My bad.
I'm following you right now.
Huh?
I just grabbed you. I'm following you right now.
There we go. Come on in. I'll be acting crazy. Tomorrow I'm supposed to go live. So catching some sauce tomorrow. So
right.
I am all the way out in these streets, and I appreciate you guys for coming on in.
Yes,
David,
ma'am.
as always, thank you for being a wonderful co-host. JM, I need you to stop hiding your tattoo away from me, friend. Stop doing that, friend. So JM be acting like he don't want to hang out with me. He know he want to pull up. He know he want to pull up. Okay, nah, but for real, thank you guys for coming in. For those of you that are on the pro, I will catch y'all tomorrow. For those of you guys that are on the free platform, I will see you on Monday.
Okay.
Don't keep doing your best because you already killing it. All right.
All right. All right. Thank you, sister.